Hello and welcome everyone. It's that time, it's that day. It's Friday, a couple minutes early, a few minutes before 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So whatever time it is right now, write this time down. Hello vegans, as Bill says. And this is when we get together and talk about any and all things vegan. Hence the name of this live stream, Ask a Vegan, a non-deficient one at that, anything. So yeah, just try to keep it vegan related. Often though, like an hour plus into the live stream, we often diverge into other topics that might not necessarily be 100% vegan related. But yeah, for the first hour, let's keep it all vegan. Hence the title, Ask a Vegan Anything. Man, not just don't ask anything, like what's the capital of, I don't know, probably. And also, if you're non-vegan and you're here to learn, to gain information, welcome. You're at a great place. You're at a channel that's based in evidence, based not in woo-woo or anything like that. I'm a person who's been vegan now for about 13 years. I'm 56 years old. I'm not a medical doctor or anything like that. I'm just a music producer, video producer, and I've been a vegan activist since about 2013 after having gone vegan in 2010. So yeah, we get together and talk about all things vegan. That's my perspective. And if you're also a non-vegan who actually is not here with an open mind, you have a very closed mind because you think veganism is some horrible, awful thing, ask your question. I just ask you, do it in a civil way and just get to your point. Don't bring up a bunch of 10 different questions. Just ask one question, one argument, whatever you have, and we will have a look at it. Hey, thanks guys. Yeah, my hair is now long enough where I can just kind of let it dry without any blow drying, just kind of let it have its natural wave and curl. So I'm thinking about rolling with this for a while. Just let it grow out some more and see what it does. My hair is always this weird thing. It's always changing. When I go back and look at videos I made a month ago or 3 months ago or 8 months ago or 12 months ago, my hair is always doing something different. So hopefully it provides a tiny bit of excitement for you guys, just a little bit. Hey, vegan metalhead, you love being vegan. And you have the 12th of this month bookmarked on your phone because they are releasing vegan cheese. Cool. Where is that? Who's doing that? Buy the book. The hair looks great longer. Thanks. Even though Angie did point out a photograph or a video I made about, 8 months ago where my hair was a lot shorter. It looked really cool too. So I'm just going to just keep having fun with it. As long as I can keep having hair in my 50s and hopefully in my 60s, I'll just keep having fun and playing with it, right? Since, you got to use it while you got it, right? Because I won't take it for granted that I'll have hair that can grow out forever. But who knows? Just see what happens. Hey Jalen, what do I think of the hierarchy of sentience? I've never really thought of sentience like that, like a calculus of sentience, like people saying 1 cow is worth 50 bees. That's a really weird way. Do you just go out in the world and look at things differently? How do you do this calculus anyway? How do you determine how many units of sentience that a cow has versus a pig or a horse or a frog or something like that? I mean, it just kind of seems weird. Do people use that, Jalen, as a way to justify harming things? If it's lower on the sentience scale, but they're probably eating meat anyway, right? So I'm not sure. So I'm not sure really what it accomplishes. I guess it's kind of an interesting thought experiment, but applying a hierarchy of sentience to the real world that we actually live in, and there's real animals, flesh and blood animals. And life and death decisions might be made about them. I'm not sure how useful it is, but I guess it's something I've never really thought about in any great detail. I'm just giving you my initial impressions to the concept. Oh, Giovanni, yeah, I think I was just watching that. It was the vegan medical doctor versus some carnivore medical doctor. I just saw a highlight, 20 odd minutes on Lifting Vegan Logic's channel, and it was amazing. Yeah, that vegan doctor is very articulate, very intelligent, knows his science. knows not only the studies, but actual research design, what constitutes like, a quality study or crap. And yeah, the carnivore doctor didn't seem to have all that. Now, again, you might think, oh, maybe I'm just biased because I'm vegan. I mean, sure, there could be some of that. I think I can speak objectively. At least the way Lifting Vegan Logic edited the longer debate, it seemed like the vegan doctor kept asking the same question and pointing out, hey, you're not answering the question, and it happened quite often. And rightly, he Lifting Vegan Logic interspersed his editing with what's his name, Lightning James Wilkes schooling Chris Kresser. Oh, Taco Bell's coming out with this vegan cheese, metalhead. All right, cool. I haven't been to Taco Bell in a long time. Like I said, I'm more of a Del Taco guy, which is a West Coast thing. I doubt you've probably ever seen a Del Taco. But that's something we got out here in the West Coast, particularly California. I believe that's where Del Taco was founded. I think Taco Bell as well, too, was founded in Southern California. I remember seeing a documentary on YouTube about how Taco Bell came to be. Hey, G-Light, good to see you, G-Light. You haven't been to all the live streams lately, huh, G? I thought you said you've been busy. Is it nursing school? Rumor is Del Taco is closing? I'll Google that, but I'd be a little skeptical of that rumor by the book. I hope you're wrong, though. I mean, they seem to be doing a robust business. I usually wait in line when I'm ordering from there. Giovanni, hey, Ryan, are you and Angie going to a Veg Fest up in San Francisco? There's one around the end of the month. No, we're not doing any traveling right now. I told you we have no pet sitter anymore. We lost our pet sitter during COVID. No, she didn't die from COVID, but she moved away, and we don't have anyone that we trust to come into our house at the moment. So yeah, no long travels of any kind anytime in the foreseeable near future. Let's say, Jalen, okay, about your hierarchy of sentience question. I don't believe in hierarchy of sentience. People use it to say I would rather harm bees than cows. Well, people often, Jalen, mistake Jainism. Jainism, that Eastern religion that's from India, Pakistan area. They often confuse Jainism with veganism. Jainism makes some kind of vow to never harm anything, any sentient being, and that's not what veganism is. Tell people, look, you don't know what veganism is. It's a stance against animal cruelty and exploitation. We all, can understand that, raising, say, cows and pigs, the highest on the hierarchy of sentience, I assume. It's pretty ghastly. First of all, it's a pretty cruel life to raise a being, put it into the world, only to sorry, I'm having a little bit of trouble here. Only to for the purpose of killing it at some point and then slaughtering it needlessly. That's why most of us went vegan, right? Knowing, hey, why should we breed these animals into existence only to have them have a horrible life and then get slaughtered anyway? I mean, and have that happen, millions of times per year. So, bringing up the bees, we're not exploiting bees. In fact, bees are used to pollinate food. Often food crops that cows eat, and food crops that non-vegans eat. It's not a vegan thing. Going vegan doesn't mean we can all of a sudden make every sentient being in the world never experience any harm. There's always going to be accidental harm, and if the way modern agriculture is, if bee keepers are needed to pollinate certain crops, that's not a vegan thing. Like I said, I'm sure the non-vegans are happily eating the same foods, and the cows and pigs are being fed those foods. So I don't know why vegans have to take the blame for that. Hey, we're making sure that we're not harming, the animals that are typically exploited, the ones that people are eating every day. But it doesn't say we're perfect anywhere in the definition of veganism. And oops, have a drink. We're supposed to drink up when we see the definition. Ooh, that sounds like a good go-to meal there, vegan metalhead. Oh, okay, gee, you were on vacation July and August, then so busy with the board I sit on, do committee work, and also volunteer in the summer with the jazz organization for an international event. Wow. I want to go to this jazz event. What is that? That sounds cool. What's this veganics? Not veganics, the people I know that make catering and veganics. Some people, possible and practical is different than others. It's subjective. Explain that thought. Everyone's situation is different. Like, my situation is different from, say, a Mongolian yak herder who lives a migrant lifestyle, doesn't have refrigerators or electricity. It might not be possible or practical for a Mongolian yak herder to be vegan. And I'm not sure even why a Mongolian yak herder would want to be vegan. They probably never even heard of it. Like, they don't, I assume, have like good internet and devices and stuff like that to watch my content, which is in all English. So I'm not sure. I'm just saying, being vegan is dependent on you having options available, choices available. Not everyone has the same options and choices. And Mongolian yak herder doesn't have the same options and choices that any of you guys watching right now have. Any of you guys watching in a developed country on some kind of digital device with decent enough internet to pull in the bandwidth for a live stream. You probably have options that involve, being able to go to stores and buying plants, is what I'm saying. You're not like migrating, following yak or whatever. Hey, Fu Man Poo. How is it going? In a sense, we are commercially grown just to be exploited by the plutocrats, used and then discard. What's that, Jalen? Vegans use the argument now. What does that accomplish? Like, what if vegans are using this hierarchy of sentience? Like, why? Like, I'm just trying to why even bring it up for? What are they trying to prove by bringing up this hierarchy of sentience for? Is it to justify bees being harmed or something? I'm not sure. I'm just kind of curious. I said it's not an idea that I've heard people discuss. So if anyone's watching and you're like the champion of hierarchy of sentience, don't get butthurt. Don't take it personally. I'm just speaking via my initial reactions, which haven't had the chance to be fully thought out, fully matured reactions of someone who is a champion of this idea and has had weeks, months, and years to sort it all out. So don't take it personally and attack me, okay? I'm just telling you. Anyway, Sludge, I don't have the same options as I have right now. I live in a rural area. Sludge, are you saying, I know you probably don't have the same options. You probably can't go to LA Fitness and play basketball any time of the day like I can. You probably just can't throw a surfboard on the roof of your car and go surfing like I can. I know. We all have different options depending on who we are, where we are, how our economic situation is for each person. I totally get that, but you're saying you live in a place, Sludge, where you don't have a store where you can buy plants? Is that, I'm just wondering if that's what you're saying. I'm just kind of curious. And if so, where would this place be where you can communicate with me via the internet, but nowhere it's not possible or practicable for you to find a commercial or even a bartering place where you can trade money or services for plant food? Just kind of curious. Are you a Mongolian yak herder? Veganics. What do I think of a rights-based definition of veganism? I believe animals have rights. Don't get me wrong, 100%. I agree that animals have rights. I make fun of people who come on often, anti-vegans, and try to say animals don't have rights. I just don't believe, as far as I don't know if it's necessary to get that into the definition of veganism. I mean, I can see the argument for it, and I see the purpose behind it. But when someone comes up to me and says, "Well, veganism debunked. Your way of eating involves animals getting harmed, like through the combine harvesters and the trucks that drive your food to the grocery store, run over things too. It's like, how do you use a rights-based definition to respond to weird arguments like that? What I'm saying, I think the definition of the vegan society, I personally have found, and I've shown this time and time again, I've convinced many people who came here liking rights-based definitions better. I've shown it's I think the most powerful definition as far as responding to like 99% of the crap you hear from anti-vegans. Because most of the time they don't know what veganism is. And once you start talking about rights, think about it like this. I want to emphasize, I believe animals have rights, 100%. A lot of people don't understand the concept of rights. Rights is an abstract concept, an abstract object. You can't like point, there's a right there. I'm saying that they kind of exist intellectually. A lot of people have trouble understanding what human rights are, is what I'm saying. And if they have trouble understanding that humans have rights, you're never going to get them to the place where they understand that animals have rights as well. So again, it's fine to use that definition, but for me personally, I would have a hard time responding to many of the anti-vegans that come here. I would say, yeah, animal rights is a natural extension of human rights, and I don't see how that would help me debunk what they're saying most of the time. So that's what I'm saying. It's a fine definition. For my purposes, it's not the strongest tool that I have available for me. And like I said, I don't believe rights has to be in the definition of veganism. Because think about it. When I went vegan, I wasn't thinking, I need to go vegan because I believe animals have rights. I wasn't thinking about rights at the time. I was thinking, hey, why am I going to go buy a hamburger for when I know where it came from? I know an animal got slaughtered, and that's gross and immoral because I could just go eat these plants here, so I'm going to do that. I don't want the animal to be exploited and treated with cruelty. That's why I'm going to eat plants instead, because I respect the animal. I don't want it to die. I don't want it to be slaughtered for me. So that's why I went vegan. And I can see later on now, why do I feel that way? Well, first of all, I'm a compassionate person. I'm not a narcissist or sociopath that loves things being killed for me. And thirdly, yeah, animals have rights. So all those reasons. But anyway, yeah, the reason why I went vegan, it wasn't initially because I thought animals had rights. I just knew it was wrong to kill animals. So I like to keep it with the vegan society definition. How, stands against animal cruelty and exploitation. That's something any human should be able to understand. But a lot of people, especially a lot of the anti-vegans who seem to have really low IQs, don't understand the concept of rights, like I said, because rights it's an abstract object, abstract concept. Anyway. Veganics. No, not everyone agrees with rights. You haven't been hanging out in my live streams that long, Veganics. You'd be surprised how many people come here and absolutely they don't believe that animals have rights. And furthermore, they don't really think humans have too many rights. Maybe just some rights, but you'd be surprised. I could speak this from having done these live streams for a long time. Don't be so certain in your assumption there that everyone agrees that there's rights. You'd be surprised and shocked. Anyway, hey Uncle, what is up, Uncle? Carl, if you remove rights, what do you have left? In what sense, Carl? What are you talking about? Like animals? You still have the definition of veganism, and I've argued before. The definition, implies why are we against animal cruelty and exploitation? Because we're crazy? Because it's just kind of a nifty idea? Of course not. It's because we believe animals have the right to not be exploited, not bred in existence, to be slaughtered. But I don't think you need to have that in the definition of veganism. You could add that, but it makes the definition even longer. So, anyway, Bob, I don't want to get in the theory of what rights are. Like I said, it's an abstract concept. It's an abstract. They're abstract objects. Veganics. Do I think most people underestimate how smart animals are? Yeah, absolutely. Especially those who eat animals. Love to understate how intelligent animals are. I remember when I first went vegetarian back in the early 1990s, one of my uncles, not related by blood, said to me, well, cows are stupid. Well, I mean, compared to what? Compared to a human being? Einstein? What he like compared to what? Compared to a dog? Like, what are you talking about? Are you just using your human intelligence as like a basis to determine anything that doesn't have human intelligence is stupid? You know, like a dolphin is stupid, whales are stupid. No, I think people love to conveniently underestimate the intelligence of animals to make them not feel so like wrong about eating an intelligent thing, an intelligent sentient person or being. Be unique. Yes, pigs are smart. I've seen that. Like, yeah, as young children, 3-year-old toddlers, something like that. Cows can't intellectually consider the future. How do you know cows can't consider the future? I know for an absolute fact. I am not a pet psychologist, Sludge, but I can tell you my cats know the future very well. They can predict and wish things to happen in the near future. They have some concept of future. Just because they can't vocalize it and speak, yes, in the future they don't assume they don't understand the concept of future time. Fu Man Poo, yes, we're all squirrels trying to get a nut, huh? What's that, Uncle? The animals on the island of Dr. Moreau. Wasn't that Brad Pitt movie? Rose up and demanded their rights. Awesome. I should see that again. I think when I saw that, it's an old movie, right? I don't believe I was vegan when I saw that, so I'd probably be I would experience that in a different way now. Yeah, Carl. Yeah, cows have an idea of object permanence, meaning, yeah, they mourn for days when you take away their young, as what happens regularly all the time is a regular practice in dairy farming. Jalen, do I eat fermented oats? No, I just eat like regular oats, I guess non-fermented oats, like oatmeal oats, and I guess kind of sort of uncooked oats in my Bob's Red Mill muesli oats. Yeah, Julight, if anything or anyone is limited in their understanding, you're right, it's humans. Humans typically, not most vegans, but most non-vegans are limited in their studying of animals, their understanding of animals. And me, even as a vegan, I'm limited in my understanding of animals. You just can't like see what they're seeing, hear or see or feel what they're thinking, you know? So anyway, let's see. Be Unique is saying pigs do talk, just not in the way that we have, with like languages. You know, they actually have different grunts for different people who have them as pets. And also, just because pigs are, you might not be convinced about that. There's a whole language, you know, of like whales and dolphins, those mammals, and I've seen gorillas learn human sign language and be able to communicate that way. So animals have the ability to communicate, use forms of communication and language. Hey, produce not pills. We're all dying, right? As soon as you're born, you're in the process of dying at some point, right? Anyway, wow, 500 years for the Greenland shark. That is crazy long. It's like vampire length, a lifespan. Anyway, Jalen says crocodiles use sticks to make traps. And people think like crocodiles are like, they're a stupid reptile or something like that. Well, call them stupid, but they know how to use sticks as a tool to further their needs. Wow, jacket, scarf, boots, hat, produce on pills. Wow, where are you, man? It was like 91 degrees Fahrenheit here today. It was 88 yesterday. We got out of the house yesterday, had a little nice coastal hike, but you can't do that every day. But yeah, it's pretty warm, even with the air conditioning on. Yeah, guys, I don't know. Yeah, you guys, you can say what you want in the chat, but if you're just speculating or throwing ideas out there, I don't know how animals communicate really, but I know they are way more intelligent than most humans give them credit for. And yeah, just talk to a scientist, a researcher who researches animal communication, animal intelligence, and have him or her tell you about all the amazing things that have been learned since humans have started learning, trying to understand how animals think, how smart they are. Because every time I watch something, it's kind of mind blowing about how smart animals are. Giovanni 94 up here. Wow, where are you, Giovanni? That's hot. Oh, Heidi, Dr. Gregory's going to speak at your Veg Fest next week. Awesome. If you get to ask questions at the end, Heidi, I don't know, often there's like Q&A at the end. I'd be curious if you were to ask him, or anyone, is Dr. Greger, does he consider himself vegan? I know he promotes vegan diets or plant-based diets, but is he vegan? I just kind of curious if he, believes that, this sort of stuff, he's against animal cruelty and exploitation, or is he eat the way he does purely for health? Wrong button there. Samuel, why can't vegans learn more about animals? We can. I mean, yeah, we can just learn informally from observing animals firsthand. Or if we want to take it all the way, if we're young enough and wealthy enough, we can go to college, get a degree, get a PhD in animal biology, intelligence, whatever, and take it all the way. Uncle, not to eat flesh or fish. That is the law from Dr. Moreau. I'm gonna have to see that. Isn't that Marlon Brando and Brad Pitt? Let me know if I'm tripping, if that's the movie I'm thinking of. Okay, he did talk about animal rights in some old videos. Well, you can talk about animal rights and really just use that as this. I'm not saying this is Dr. Greger, but one could be, hey, I'm a doctor, plant-based doctor, and here are all the great health things, why veganism is so awesome. And also, yeah, there's cool animal rights things too that are like a cherry on the cake, or whatever, icing on the cake kind of thing. But is that essential for him? I'm just kind of curious if that's if he considers himself an ethical vegan. Just curious. Yeah, Apano, STEM, exactly. Animals might think we're stupid because we can't communicate with them in their particular unique animal ways. I always often wonder that if our cats think we're stupid because we can't communicate with them in their cat ways, but I see them communicating just fine together in their cat languages, whatever those are. It's all in the eye of the perceiver, sort of, perhaps. Why would Sam? Are you sure Joey said that? That doesn't sound consistent with the Joey Carbstrong that I know and the Joey Carbstrong I've seen debate many a person. You say he doesn't believe animals are. He thinks animals are not self-aware. Really? That's shocking. You might be right there. I just doesn't sound right to how I understand Joey's points of view. Okay, it was Marlon Brando and Val Kilmer. Okay, I thought it was Brad Pitt. Okay. Green Plant wants to know, do I still think it's ethical to be vegetarian or only ethical to be vegan? Well, I don't want to make ethical like this black and white, binary thing. Let's look at it like this. I'm going to try to change the way the question is framed to which I think is the more pertinent way, rather than making it a binary sledgehammer. Hey, are you against animal cruelty and exploitation? If you are against animal cruelty and exploitation, which is the reason why many people go vegetarian, then they might not have a full understanding of the inherent animal cruelty and exploitation involved in dairy or in fish or whatever thing or things are keeping them from being vegan. So, so are they not being ethical? Or I don't even want to get it. I don't want to shame anyone. I just say, hey, if you really truly believe animal cruelty and exploitation are wrong, you may have not fully realized, as I didn't in the 90s when I went vegetarian. I thought, hey, I'll still be able to have milk or eggs, I don't know, whatever, because that's okay. They don't kill the animal. That's all I knew back then. They didn't have YouTube videos of slaughterhouse footage and stuff like that. But now we do. Now we know better. So yeah, if you're truly against animal cruelty and exploitation, vegan is the way to go. And I understand, I have compassion for vegetarians who would like to be vegan, but they're so addicted to the casomorphines in dairy that they find it physically challenging to get rid of that physical dependency and give up dairy. So, you know, I get it. But Theme Stars raises a good point. Whether or not it's animals are self-aware, whether or not, we should just respect them, right? Either way, you know, how does it make a difference? How would it make a difference how I treat an animal, whether it's self-aware or not? I'm pretty sure the animals, like our cats, and you know, they seem pretty self-aware. But even if they weren't for some reason, I would respect them just the same. Okay, Samuel says he believes they are aware, but not self-aware. Okay, maybe that's his opinion. You know, he can have it. You know, I don't think it changes the way he looks at animals at all, right? Though Samuel, I mean, he still is an advocate for the animals, and he'll fight, you know, any idiot who says that, you know, animals are there for us to hunt and kill and slaughter, right? So either way, maybe we're splitting fine hairs there on aware versus self-aware. I understand the distinction, but either way, I don't think it affects Joey's animal advocacy in the slightest. What do you think, Samuel? Yeah, for many it's hard to not cut the cheese, so to speak, huh? Oh, okay, it's based on an older 1930s movie, Uncle. Wow. Okay. What's that Produce Not Pills? Have me and Angie ever tried Purple Carrot Meal Delivery Kit where you can cook a fun vegan meal? No, we haven't. If they want to reach out to us, we'll give it a shot, but we don't like doing promotions and sponsored things. It just really kind of makes us feel icky, you know. I really don't like that. I feel like I'm doing a commercial on TV or something like that. But if they want to send us something to try out for free without any obligation, we could check it out. Yeah, Samuel, like I said, I understand the distinction. Yeah, for sure, unless you're explaining it to others there. Yeah, Ray, good point. Yeah, depending on the definition, you believe you met a few people who seem to be not self-aware, and I can't say I disagree with you on that one, Ray. For myself, not a sponsor. Yeah, it sounds kind of expensive, right? Produce Not Pills. So yeah, we probably wouldn't like go out and purchase something like that or order something like that, just because we're kind of frugal. Let's see. Wow, someone just got a warning for using foul language. I didn't see it, so if you did, I'm going to see it. I'm going to check it out. I actually can view it over here. Yeah, I see. I used a word that was insensitive to a certain type of person. So yeah, don't use that word, even though I know there's other vegan YouTubers who I'm not too fond of who use that word. Oh, never heard of them either, Carl. Little Green Forks in the LA area. Oh, Steve has heard of them. Okay, cool. You know, let me ask you guys a question. I know we don't talk. I just admit I referred to this person who uses a word that I don't approve of. I'll refer. I usually don't refer to him ever since I blocked him from our channel. But do any of you guys right now watching on my live stream here? Any of you guys are at least on a semi-regular basis watch the content of Richard Gaines? Just kind of curious, because I'm wondering something. So I just want to know if I have any people who are up on what he says, his content. So let me know if I have any people here who I can trust and I can ask a question of. Okay, St. Pete Runner. Anyone else? Let me see if I have more than one person so I can get a better estimate. I know a lot of people who do our stuff who like how we do it might not be too fond of him. And that's cool, whatever. If you like more style, it's totally cool. I don't care. My ego's not bruised. Anyone else? Just two people? Okay, a few of you guys. Okay, let me ask you a question, because I've been getting these weird comments every once in a while. Let me show you. I wonder if has something to do with this. So hang on one sec here. Every once in a while, I'll get a comment like this, you know. Great, can I ask a non-vegan anything? Hey, can you please tell me, what does your cat eat? Oh wait, meat. Like, must be funny to be a hypocrite protecting animal rights to feed your cat so your kitty can stay alive. Like, and I write these people back like, where are you hearing this? Because that's nothing I've ever said or anything like that. Like, is that something that Gaines says about me? Because I know when I banned him several or many months back, it was after we had a conversation about someone I know who was feeding their cats vegan or plants or whatever, and didn't after they had the cat had a certain condition. Forgot what it's called, like crystals in the urine or something like that. They had to go to the hospital. But anyway, why am I the person? How come I'm getting crap for? I've never said that I do this. And if you're watching, it's actually, where are we at now? 36 minutes into this live stream. If you're watching, to let Richard know, 36 minutes in, you know from that conversation we had, Gaines, that I never said that I fed my cat anything. I was talking about someone else. So how come I'm getting stupid comments like this, saying I'm saying that I did this? And my viewers know he does say that. Okay, so he does say that, so I don't have to be walking on eggshells, because I don't want to accuse someone of something they didn't say. Why are you saying this, Richard? Why are you disrespecting your audience and giving them knowingly false information? You know I never said that. You know for an absolute fact I've never said that. So you're making stuff up. You've kind of resorted to a trick that, like, you know, anti-vegans do. I get hate from anti-vegans all the time when they make crap up about me. So now you're doing the same thing. You're sending, whether intentional or not, people like this. And this is just one example. I get like a few of these a week. And I'm going, what is going on? Someone is saying something. The only thing that made any sense, like I said, I kind of smell a rat. And you know you're lying about me. So why are you doing this? I'm not like too fond of you as well, but I don't lie about you. I don't talk about you. Why are you trying to like harm me and send people my way, spreading hateful messages like this? Why are you doing that? You know, what's the point? Why are you lying about me? So I'm just kind of curious. Why? Is your ego bruised that I didn't agree with you on something, so you have to lie about me? That's just really disappointing. That, you know, a fellow vegan activist would intentionally lie. I never said that. You guys know I've never said that's how I feed my cats or anything. So, all right. So we'll end that part of my little message too. So yeah, just stop lying, please. Why send hate my way? I already get enough hate every day from anti-vegans, and I don't need to get hate from vegans coming to my channel, leaving these hateful comments because they were lied to by you. That's just a low tactic. Anyway, all right, let's move on. Now, I could say more, but I'm not gonna. I could address the hypocrisy, because you guys know many years back he had a wolf dog situation who was facing life and death situation, and I'm not gonna say what he did exactly, but he fed it some food that I'm sure he would not be proud of to recall the day, but he did it to save his animal's life. And I didn't make any videos about that. I know people like Cheetah back in the day made videos like hammering him for it. I didn't say crap. In fact, I remember having some communications with him. Being cool to him about it, and anyway, let's just move on. So lame. Oops. Anyway, let me get rid of that dumb comment. That's crazy, Deem Stars. with guns and killing people. That's a good look for vegan activism, right? To have someone who's obsessed with killing people. Yeah, that's really... yeah, okay, anyway. Hey, Nothingness, thank you. Thank you for the super chat tip there. I need to go back to my main browser here. Let me get back to that. I'm kind of lost without this tab here open on my browser. Thank you so much, Nothingness. Oh, British pounds. So you're watching late at night or early morning, Nothingness. Thank you for being up with us, and thanks for being our first super chat tip of the day. So thank you so much, or for the morning for you. What's that, Uncle? When a person spreads a lie, even if they themselves believe it, it's still a lie. Yeah, I don't know why. He knows for a fact. I know, like I said, not to go back, that conversation we had, which was on YouTube for all to see, we talked about this situation, which is not mine, and it was very clear that he understood that, but somehow I'm the one now that's feeding my friend's cats. That's like crazy. It's so disappointing that even vegans will make crap up and lie to send hate my way. You know, I said not like anti-vegans send hate my way all the time, and now vegans are doing that too, just because someone's ego got bruised. AJ, aloha AJ, good evening to you. So anyway, yeah, let's see if we have any questions here. I see you guys fighting with Bob pretty good. I don't even want to see what you guys are fighting about, because I remember last week getting dragged into Bob's stuff, and we spent way too much time and energy on that. So I don't feel like something I want to engage in this week. But if you guys want to engage Bob, go for it. I'll let you guys do it as long as it doesn't get like nasty. So anyway, Johnny Bravo is here too. Awesome. All right, cool. We got Johnny and AJ here. Yeah, Sarah is going to be gone this evening. I remember you guys hopefully remember. Yeah, she said she's traveling this week, and I think next week too. So, we won't see Sarah most likely unless she just pops in for a second. Peter said he will maybe pop in for a little bit, but he's doing some activism tonight as well. So great. I'm glad people are out and about doing stuff. So anyway, anyone have a question for me about anything? Let's see. I'll see what you guys are saying. Zenith, how old am I? Maybe I shouldn't do this. What's your guess? I'll answer your question. I definitely will. I don't have to, but I will, because I'm comfortable with sharing my age. I know some people around my age who are not. They'd rather just keep that private, and they have every right to. No one has any right to know anything about you. But anyway, I will tell you. I'm just kind of curious though. What do you think, Zenith? And I will let you know. 68, yeah, you got it, Sludge. 68, totally. 87, Jesse. You guys are both right there. 87 and 68. Yeah. This is what a 68-year-old looks like. This is it right here. This is what a 68-year-old looks like. Exactly. Yeah, I'm 56. I'm 56 years old. So Zenith thought 44. Sludge, you're just trolling right now. For an absolute fact, I don't look 68. 2 years from 70. This face here, I look 68. You're full of shit. But yeah, good. Good job trying to throw an attack at me. Good job. If that makes you feel better, yeah. If you think this is what 68-year-olds look like, you're full of crap. I was just at the gym today, playing people who thought I was in my early 40s or late 30s. So how could they think I'm about 40 and you think about I'm close to 70? I think you're full of crap. I think the people who can see me close up, face to face, playing sports would have a much better set of data to make a better judgment than someone who's trying to say some shit. And let's say Sludge is right. Say I did look 68. Say I was aging very poorly. Say I had horrible genetics and I didn't take great care of myself, and I look 22 2 years older than I actually or 10 or 12 years older than I chronologically am, you think that would be a nice thing to say, Sludge? Just say you were right. Say I wasn't aging all that gracefully. You still think that would be a nice thing to say to someone? See, either way, it's a hurtful thing to say. It's not, if it were true, it's mean, and it's not true, and it's also mean. So it's just a shit comment to say. Uluwali Buvig and ask any question, ignores question law. Do you think I'm God and omniscient? I mean, that's pretty awesome. What's your question? Before attacking me, just ask your question again. Just ask, I don't see every last thing. I was talking about something right then. How come people get triggered when I don't see their question? The world, I just want to tell you, doesn't revolve around you. It's just, there's many people here, 75, 80 odd people. I don't see every last thing. So instead of hurling some kind of minor insult at me, just be like a normal civil person. Ask the question again. That's what regular people do, rather than attack someone. How come everyone's so into attacking? Vegan Gains attacking me, Sludge attacking me. The fact that you're taking it I'm not taking it personally. I know you're full of shit. The only people that say I look like I'm 70 are haters online. No one in real life, when they meet me, thinks I'm anywhere even close to 56, let alone 70 or whatever you're saying there. I know what people my age look like. I meet them sometimes. I'm friends with them. I know what they look like. So to tell me I look even older than my friends who look way older than I do, even though we're the same age, I know you're full of crap. I think I'm defensive. I don't understand why people have to knowingly throw a mean comment out there. They're trying to hurt me intentionally, and that's what pisses me off. You guys all know I don't look like I'm knocking on the age of 70 years old. I think we can all establish that, right? I'm saying it's just such an absurd thing to say I'm about 70. That's just completely absurd. And I know people are saying that just to be dicks. So that's why I don't know if I'm getting defensive. I'm just getting angry that someone would intentionally come here and just to be mean. That's it. Uluwali Buving, asked the question. Okay, let me see. Well, instead of saying you asked it, I'm scrolling and I'm scrolling and scrolling. I don't see your question. So can you just do me a favor? I see your insult again. Ask any question, ignores question law. You see, instead of saying I asked a question, just ask it again. Do you expect me to scroll forever until I find your question? Just ask your question. I'm busy running a live stream. I have 2 monitors here, all these gadgets going. I just don't simply have time to keep scrolling randomly. Just ask it again like a normal person does. Produce not pills. It probably has something to do that I get, unlike you probably, I get attacked and my wife too. We get attacked on a daily basis, and it's getting so old. That's, you probably notice we don't put out as much content as we used to. We're just kind of getting a little burnt out of being 55 and 56 years old, not 70 years old, and being attacked on a daily basis. That's probably, think about it, that's probably around the age of your parents, sort of, maybe some of your grandparents. Are they getting attacked on a daily basis by haters online, even vegans online, even a vegan who's supposedly live streaming right now, same time as I am? Are people that are my age getting attacked all the time? Probably not. So that's probably why. It's just kind of getting old to Dion, be honest, do I have gray hair? Yeah, I have lots of gray hair. You can see my gray hairs, guys. They're here. I got gray hairs, that's just normal. I admit, time has progressed on me. I'm aging as gracefully as I can without spending like $1 million a year. It's funny how the person who's mad at me for not answering their question just can't simply ask their question. Who is your thing? I think your chat is filtering words. Yes, our chat does filter words. I have lots of words, keywords that are bots, and YouTube will filter out hateful. Usually they're hateful words, racial type words. stuff, stuff like that, words. But if you got your question, if it didn't let your question go through, just rephrase it, ask it again. And if you think you know the word that may have triggered it, if you said some word that has some kind of offense, it doesn't have to be offensive to me. It's just, words that are generally that you wouldn't say if you're giving a speech to your school or, a speech at church or something like that. Just speak in a non-offensive way and your speech goes through. It's amazing how like 99% of the people here have all their comments go through because they don't use words that would be filtered. Okay, so why would cat food? Oh, okay. Oh, you hear it. Okay, so what question do you want to ask me? We have I think we have cat filtered because there's a lot of reasons why. It started when we made a video in 2014 showing a recipe for making vegan cat kibble. It received so much hate. Cats are obligate carnivores. How can you be feeding your cats that? So we have the word obligate filtered out. Try leaving the word comment obligate. You might be able to get it in here, but if you go to one of our videos and try to comment the word obligate, that gets filtered out because I've never seen a comment with the word that needed to use the word obligate in this, unless you're trying to say something about cats. But what do you want to say about cats? Are you let me see, are you one of these people that thinks this about me? Let me show you dumb crap like this. Are you one of these people that thinks this about me? Let me see, because I showed this earlier and I was trying to figure out why do I get maybe 1 or 2 or 3 comments a week from people saying that this is what I do. Are you one of these people? Like, where did you hear this from? I'm really curious. Uluwati Blue. I'm just wondering, why are you asking this? Is there someone saying something about me on YouTube? And I know there is now because my suspicions were confirmed by others who watched this other YouTuber who I blocked, and now apparently he is lying about me. So why do you even want to ask that? I'm just really curious. Is there someone that may have said something to you that made you think, oh, wow, yeah, Ryan's doing something? Protein on pills. No, over time it just gets worse. It's like, why do I have to put up with all this crap? I'm just a simple music producer and I don't eat animals. Why do I have to subject myself to hate on a daily basis? My other friends my age who don't do this stuff, vegan activism, they don't have to experience hate on a daily basis. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of used to it for sure, but then the thing is like, why should I get used to something that sucks? You know what I'm saying? Like, why just suck it up and put up with it? It's better for all our mental health to not have to deal with that. How come you're not asking answering my question? Where you got it from? Oh, Casey, are you here too? Yeah. What do you think, Casey? Did someone on YouTube, did another YouTuber tell you the answer to that, Casey? Just curious. And if so, who was it and what did he or she say? Just really curious. Could be, don't worry, be happy, but the timing is really suspicious. Yep, you don't want to catch anything. Oh, Casey, you don't know the answer? You know why? Because ever since we made that vegan kibble recipe for cat food video, I think it was 2014, somewhere thereabouts, we received so much hate for putting that video out. First, we turned comments off. Secondly, we put in keywords that we don't want people comments on anymore. And thirdly, we made a policy. From that day forward, we're not here to tell you we're not here to recommend anything, whatever. What we do recommend, as far as if you're truly curious how you should proceed with your animals, I will show you what we show people. I can't find, like, say, a position statement, like, say, like an Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, but I have a position a paper here from a single, she's an ethical vegan who happens to also be an experienced doctor of veterinary medicine. And she has a wonderful paper here. So if you want to see what we recommend, I will paste the link to her exact paper here. I recommend what she does. She knows way more than I do. I don't have any degrees in the appropriate fields to tell you what is safe or not safe or good, or the process or procedures you need to follow. So I just put the link down there. Check it out, vegoutreach.org, and follow what this ethical vegan who's a doctor of veterinary medicine, what she suggests and recommends. Why? Because she's studied this and not only went to school for it, has been out in the world working, experiencing, what to do. So check that out. You don't want to learn from a music producer or a cyclist or whatever how to do this. You want to learn from an expert in the field with experience in the field. So yeah, we don't want to make a recommendation either way. So that's what we're saying. We've had this position since about 2014, even before Gaines had his channel. We've had this position, and we've stuck to it ever since. We don't want to make any kind of recommendation as to what you should do. And if we say what we do, people will take that as as some kind of a endorsement of one way or the other. Oh, Hexacom. Okay, let's get down to it. Giving your cat meat isn't vegan. Fake meat right here. Well, let's check this out here. What would you say? Did you know that Vegan Gaines fed his dog? Let me read it to you. Let me read you. I could show you the receipts here too. Let me read to you what he said. I was hoping I wouldn't have to show this, but I will. 1 second. Let me get the appropriate. Okay. If you want, do you guys want? I'll show you the conversation thread that him and I had. Here's what he said. All right. I'm gonna probably get some shit for sharing this, but you guys are aware that this was 2017, February 2017. If you guys are new to his channel, you probably don't know that he had a dog and he fed it meat because the dog was, he said we had no choice but to feed their dog meat or else she would die. This is the guy who sent you guys over here I've never said I fed any animal meat ever, but this is the guy who said he fed an animal meat. She has a lot of digestive problems and she's incredibly sensitive to certain types of foods. We can't even feed her certain meats. But again, we had no choice but to feed the dog meat or else it would die. These are your idol's words here. And you're attacking me for being a hypocrite, but when his animal was facing the possibility of dying, again, I'm not shaming him. I was actually consoling him in this conversation that we had online in a messaging app. So that's what happened to him when his animal was facing the prospect of dying. He decided to feed it meat. Did I make a video calling him out? No, I consoled him and gave him, told him don't worry about it. Just don't worry about the backlash you're receiving from people like Vegan Cheetah making like hate videos about you. But now this is what I get in return. I never said I fed any animal meat, but he gets to do it. He gets a free pass, but now I'm the hypocrite. So do you see how stupid that is? So you're still not addressing the question. So how come it's okay for him in 2017, which isn't that long ago? That was the peak of his YouTube powers or I should say fame back then. So how come I've never said anything about feeding an animal meat, but your idol, who you're gaslighting here for, is fed his animal meat in 2017, totally okay. How come? And then I'm a hypocrite because I've never said I fed an animal meat. I still want to understand what you guys are saying. Alex, yeah, your idol is defending animal abuse. Your idol, do you guys really need to see the chat? Do you guys believe this exists? Because there's other people who made videos about this back in 2017 and I didn't. So I'm just saying, the person okay, here's the whole point here. I never said anything about feeding my animal meat. Vegan Gaines knows this. But your idol is lying to you. You understand that? He's intentionally lying. We had a conversation about this on YouTube. There's videos about it, of our conversation. I never said anything of the sort, but he is lying, and now you're here giving me hate based upon a lie. Do you understand? So yeah, I answered your guys' question. We established that I never said that, and he knows that. He's intentionally lying about me. And secondly, he did the exact thing that I'm being accused of, and you guys are cool with it. So I'm just kind of laughing at the whole ridiculousness of this. So anyway, we are moving on now. And you can go back and ask your adult to respect you guys more and not lie, not intentionally lie about me, or who knows who else he's lying about. But he knows very well I never said anything of the sort. All right, you guys know that. You guys have been watching my content for years, our longtime viewers here. You guys know I've never said anything of the sort about, oh yeah, this is how I feed my pet. I've never made any claim whatsoever. Anyway, let's move on. And we will not be answering any more questions related to this whole shenanigans for the rest of this live stream. Don't worry, be happy. Yeah, vegan on vegan purity test is such a effing waste of time. I added the effing in. Leave people alone. Exactly. How come some people think they're level 5,000 vegans and they have the right to bully others, even though some of these level 5,000 vegans have fed their pets meat in the past, you know? Anyway, Ulu Wally Blue, I've told you, it's been our policy since 2014 to not go down that road. And how come all of a sudden now in 2023 I have to? Because some people are mad at me based upon a lie that someone intentionally told about me. You see what I'm saying, Ulu Wally Blue? I don't see why a policy that we've had before, I think before his channel even started, how come we now have to change our policy? You know, because you get shit either way. You know, if you say one way, oh, you're killing your pets, and you say that, and you have the other, if you do the other, oh, you're not real vegan anymore. You know, you're gonna get shit either way, and it's not why we start a YouTube channel, to start wars over pets. I'm here because I believe in what veganism is. It stands against animal cruelty and exploitation. I'm not here to tell you how the biology of a particular beast works. Yeah, Deem Stars, I think that's why he's mad at me, actually, why he's saying this kind of stuff. Oh, Renee, you made a super chat tip. Thank you. Thank you, Renee. I like you in VG. You're nice and calm, but will fight when needed. And he's more extreme, so it's like yin and yang thing. But I want to point out, I didn't lie about him. He lied about me. I never said how I fed my pets. He's asserting I fed him a certain way that's not vegan. I never said that. So I was going to make that absolutely clear. I never lied. He knows very well. That's not, what he's saying is completely not based in anything. You can't find a video or comment. They don't exist. Hey, Dana. Hello, all my protein deficiency friends. Yep, we're still kicking it here. But yeah, Deem Stars, I think he's mad at me because I don't agree with this theory that we need to hunt all the lions and tigers and bears and boars and coyotes and eagles, and I don't agree with that theory. He got butthurt. His ego got bruised because I don't agree with that theory. Hey, Donna Balance, thank you for gifting 5 happy healthy vegan memberships. So let's see who got one here. Ulu Wooly. Want someone who's not gonna like not gonna like our content got one, unfortunately. Oh well. Anyway, Chris got one. Welcome, Joseph. And Norman. I'm not sure if I remember Norman, so welcome aboard, Norman. Let me know who you are. But yes, thank you, Diana. Thank you so much. Wow, Juan Lopez, AR, is that Argentina? Let me check something out here. Let's see. Thank you so much there, Juan Lopez. Do I have a preferable way to cook potatoes / sweet potatoes? Steam, baked, boiled. Thanks a lot. We usually cook them, well, I like all those. Boiling's probably my favorite. Kind of time consuming, or steamed as well. I usually just put them in the air fryer now. It's quicker. Yeah, they come out a little more like, you know, with a little more, I want to say burnt bits, you know what I'm saying? They get a little orange or crispy, but yeah, it's just out of laziness. But I think preferably, yeah, steaming, boiling are my 2 faves. But yeah, I there's no bad way to cook a potato, right? And Renee, thank you for your earlier super chat tip too when you said what up, Ryan and Angie. Diana, you're an air fryers girl too. Cool. Uncle got a membership. Awesome. Uncle's a member. Sweet. All right, we're getting all the notifications of who has become a member. What's that vegan Potterhead? There's a cafe in Leicester that used to be vegan and now have added non-human animals to the menu. How best might I try and persuade them to going back to being vegan? Ugh, I don't know. I guess you could have a conversation. Hey, someone just bought a tea. Cool, vegan cult member. Awesome. Thanks for getting one of our shirts there. Let me know who that was, who got the shirt. I would say maybe have a conversation with them, though, at that restaurant and just ask them, hey, why'd you guys stop being an all-vegan restaurant? And see if there's any mean way you could convince them. Like, oh, was it because they're going to go out of business or something like that? I don't know. But, yeah, I guess that would be that would be my first tactic there. Giovanni, YouTube banned you from commenting for a day because you were trolling carnies. Good for you. Awesome, I guess. Ray Walsh, that was you. What was that? What was you there? Let's see, Undead, you really got heated by a VG video years ago. I was really impressed by Angie's compassionate response to him. Wasn't then, just joined, by the way. Thank you, Undead Online. Thank you. Yeah, that's what we try. We're trying to, we're not sociopaths or narcissists. We're just not saying anyone is. We're just, try to be regular, relatively, compassionate, relatively mentally healthy people that I think represent the vegan cause in a positive way overall. I would hope. Ray, oh, you got the shirt. Was that you, Ray? That was you. Awesome, Ray. Awesome. Thanks for getting the shirt. And AJ, thanks for the Whack-A-Troll fund. Thank you, AJ. Thank you for all the help and support, everyone. And thank you, AJ, again for being our super supporter. Fund. Yeah, it's been kind of like that tonight, unfortunately, because a certain vegan YouTuber who I banned months ago is lying about me, and he knows he's lying about me. He knows 100% fact that what he's saying about me is untrue, intentionally sending hate my way and intentionally disrespecting his viewers by intentionally lying about what I said. And he knows I never said what he's claiming. So lame. Yeah, potato is a superfood. Agree, 100%. Heidi was thinking how fun it'd be to get together in person someday. Yeah, maybe we'll make that happen somehow. Or maybe we'll commit to attending some Veg Fest somewhere if you guys want to come meet us or something like that. What, Fu Man? You had a butt wipe give you grief over your vegan cult member shirt at the supermarket? You told me you were dying? What? What did they say to you? What did the person say about your vegan cult member shirt? I'm just kind of warning, because I tell you, I've worn mine out in public a few times. I usually just wear it here when I make videos, but sometimes I'll wear it out in public. And I've gotten a few interesting looks, nothing mean really, but I think like people maybe doing a double take, like, did it really just say what I thought it said? Just kind of curious what the person said. Do I peel our potatoes? No, we leave the skins on, particularly when I put them in the air fryer, Uncle. Just slice them into nice little chunky cubes, put them in the air fryer, and let the air fryer do its thing. You're wearing the cult shirt to that Veg Fest? Awesome. It's not Leicester, it's Leicester. See, wow, where is that, vegan Potterhead? Is that in England or is that out here? It's somewhere I've never been for sure. Yes, my vegan cult member shirt. You got a problem with that? Well, do you, punk? I'm just curious though, Fu Man Poo. What did the person say to you? Just kind of curious what kind of negative comment they said to you. Like, huh, you're a vegan? Or they say, you're a cult? I knew vegans were cult members. I'm just kind of curious what kind of dumb thing they said. It's in England. Okay, yeah. I have trouble with some pronunciations of places in England because I'm not familiar. I've never been there. Ray, do I think I ever make a shirt made of sweat wicking material? I love to have a cult member shirt for running. I'll ask Angie about that to see if, we made some things in the past when we were making shirts here with a local t-shirt company, but now we're getting them pressed up online via Spring. I'm not sure what materials and fabrics they have available, but that's an interesting question because I wouldn't mind having a cool, exercise shirt I could wear at the gym. Let's see, G-Light, Ryan, as a vegan, it ain't easy in these streets. When I visited fam in Antigua, they would eat chicken close to you. I can't even stand the smell now. They don't take you seriously. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Jokic, where can you buy our songs in digital format? Everywhere that has digital music, we're there. Big ones like Apple Music, iTunes, Spotify. I think we're on Tidal and others like that too. The smaller ones, Bandcamp if you like downloads. But yeah, we're on all the music streaming services. Look for Love Spirals. Love Spirals Downwards is my old band. Love Spirals is the current one. You'll find all our music up there. Let's see. Hey, Dinah Bananas formed an alias with vegan teacher on TikTok. Now we both try to educate the masses. What do you mean? Thanks for the super chat tip there. By the way, Dinah, you didn't have to do that, but I'm curious. We didn't form an alias. You guys have a duo thing on TikTok. You guys are making videos together, or you have the same, you share a channel. She'll make one, you'll make one, something like that. Let me know. I'm really curious to know what you got going on there. Oh, sorry. I see Dick got his comment held up. I didn't see any words there why it got blocked, but I apologize. Just try again. Maybe it doesn't like your username. Maybe, I'm not sure. We'll find out. Alliance, huh? Alliance probably, not alias, huh? Alliance probably, huh? I wonder if it's complaining about his name, Carl, too. I'm wondering. We'll see if Dick can leave a comment. Ooh, T. Jones. Okay, now we're going to get on to stocks and equities and finance for a quick question here. Hey, Ryan, what's the play in the market right now? When do I think the Fed is going to pivot? Meaning, right now they've been raising interest rates for quite a while now. They've signaled there might be one more increase this year, and then pause, and then they'll start lowering them. Hopefully the last increase that the Fed has been threatening won't need to happen. I'm not an expert in this stuff, but the little data I've been reading shows that the economy's not doing as great as they were thinking it might be, meaning inflation might be slowing down. It has been slowing down. So I'm hoping that last interest rate increase will never happen. And I'm sure everyone that's investing right now would be happy to not see that last one happen. Anyway. Yeah, bonds are actually good. I've never really bought bonds or T-bills or anything like that. But yeah, now's the best time to be into those kinds of things. I have a lot right now in money markets, which usually aren't that great. They pay maybe 1% or something like that. I have one now paying 5.28 or something percent. So I got a lot of, not a lot, relative for me, a lot of my cash is sitting in money markets right now. I guess if there's a crash, I'll take some money out and load up on some of my holdings. But if you're totally afraid of stocks and equities, AJ, there are ones that have lower risk, lower beta. They don't go up and down. They don't have as much volatility. If you want to be able to still invest in equities and not be having your money go up and down like Bitcoin, there's ways to do it. Yeah, CDs are about somewhere near 5% right now. So yeah, if you want to lock in a long-term CD or something like now, they're probably interest rates aren't going to go much. There might be one more interest rate increase this year, maybe. If not, this is the top of it. So if you want to lock in something for a while, now's the time if you're that kind of person. Let's see. How did I learn about finance? Self-taught. Well, you got to remember, I'm 56 years old, so I've picked up a few things in life. I mean, I think I first started investing in stocks and mutual funds back in my 20s. Yeah, I remember I would take some of my extra money from my music royalties. You know, some of the money I would use to like buy new gear, you know, music equipment, you know, upgrade my studio, and some of it I would put in stocks. In fact, that's how I made my house down payment. Like when I got it like 20 odd years ago, I took the money out of my stock investments and pulled it out and put it in here. So I've been interested in that sort of thing for since the 1990s. So I've picked up a few things over time. I'm not an expert or anything like that, but yeah, I've been following that sort of stuff, on and off for all that time. And actually right now I'm actually managing my mom's finances too, by the way, but both her her investments and her kind of living expenses, the sort of thing. I've got, since she's old now, she's in her 80s, and her mind isn't as sharp as it used to be. No one's is. As we get older, yeah, mental decline happens, but it's happening a little more rapidly than I thought. It happened after, she had a mild stroke after some heart surgery. She might remember me talking about this a couple summers ago. Anyway, yeah, her mind's just kind of not as sharp. She's having trouble, so I'm getting all her bills on auto pay. She's totally resistant to this, but I've been getting her stuff set up so she doesn't have to write check after check. She says she needs to write two. One through her credit card. I think that's it, just her credit card, and then check her bank statement every month. So anyway, I've been trying to get her finances and, make them easier for her and just be managing her investments. Her right to retirement accounts, stuff like that. So actually, that's actually another job I've taken on over the past year. Just being in charge of my mom's finances. I have a new job I didn't have this time last year. Undead online. Undead Ondine. Yeah, do whatever you gotta do to get your sentences clear. I probably didn't see it. So if you said something that you didn't want to say, no harm, no foul, I didn't see it. Vegan Potterhead, that one. That eating only one animal saves more animals than one vegan never eating animals. I don't understand. So you're saying if you eat animals, you harm fewer animals than someone who eats no animals? Well, Vegan Potterhead, if that's the argument that your mom and others are giving you, I'll show you exactly where what to show them. Let's go to not the definition of veganism, but to, if you want Potterhead, let me know. I'll give you the link to the number of animals killed to produce 1 million calories in 8 foods. So this takes into account, notice on the graph, there's the red portion, blood colored, that's the slaughter, the number of animals slaughtered. And the gold portion of the graph represents harvest kills, unintentional, accidental kills. So please explain to me how can you get from this graph that eating chicken, eggs, beef, pork, or even milk involves fewer animals being killed than eating vegetables, fruits, and grains. No matter how you look at it, if your mom's true intention, Potterhead, was truly to have the fewest number of animals killed, she would have no choice other than to be vegan. But your mom doesn't have that intention. Not poking fun at her. People just say that because they think it makes some sense, which it doesn't. And if you actually crunch the numbers, the numbers show that is a completely nonsensical point of view. Yeah, of course, not harming animals, not killing animals is going to result in fewer animals killed. It makes sense, and the numbers bear it out. Hey, Dr. Bear, good to see you. And we've had no Sarah tonight, so it's good to have our regulars here. So, and VLAM, oh my God, 2 regulars that just joined us. And Primary Blend, I just saw you pop on too right now. Wow. So anyway, Yeah, VLAM, the crop death argument just won't die. Exactly. So I'm glad we have numbers to show. And Gretchen Karma just popped in too. Awesome. Wow. Did something just end right now, like a TV show or something like that? It's just kind of curious how 4 people just came on. 4 people that I know from, our live streams just popped in right now. Anyway, it's all good. All good. Cool, Ditlow. I appreciate that you appreciate. The fam is here for sure. Except Sarah, who is traveling this week. But she did pop in before to say hello, to remind us that she's traveling. What kind of dehydrator do we use? You've been looking into getting one. I don't know, Travis. We used to have a bigger Excalibur one. But it's just too big for... We have a pretty small kitchen, so we got a smaller one. I think we got it for free. Some deal on Amazon or some company wrote us or something like that. So I don't even know what brand it is, but it's a lot smaller and it fits nicely in our kitchen, and it makes all the stuff that we, it does a fine job. Joseph, yeah, it's nice to help out my mom. I have to. There's no one else to do it. I mean, I don't have any brothers or sisters, so if it's not me, she'd be screwed, really. I don't know how she'd be able to. I just went to her house last week to help them with their income taxes. They still haven't filed them yet. I think they filed an extension. They have to do them. I'm getting on the phone, calling up people that they still haven't got like 1099 forms from, and communicating with their accountants. So I've taken on a lot of responsibilities. I basically have power of attorney. So I do a lot of work on her behalf as far as handling and managing her finances. So like I said, it's like another job basically. So that's cool. It's my mom. I'm giving her support. She's helped me my whole life, so it's all good. Wow, Dr. Bear, I didn't remember that. You said you were watching last week's live stream, and Bob was comparing veganism to like idolatry, like idol worship. Oh, I do remember that now. I think I just laughed that off and forgot about it. I don't think he stuck with that argument too long, Dr. Bear. Like, how does being vegan have anything to do with like worshiping like a cow idol or something like that? I mean, that's cool. If that's what veganism involves or it necessitates, I'm going to get in on that business. I'm going to start printing up vegan cow idols and selling them on our web shop. What do you guys think? Do you guys want to buy a branded vegan cow idol that we worship or something? Let me know. But anyway, hey T Jones, thank you for your super chat tip there, T Jones.
Of the VEGN ETF for me.
Let's see. Thanks to both of you and Angie for what you have done for the animals over the years. Buy your mom a fraction of a share of the vegan ETF for you. Let's see if I can move that into her account. But yeah, that's one ETF that we own some shares of. Its ticker is VEGN, and they research companies to, they only have companies in there. It's an ETF, so it's like, it's a bunch of stocks. I forgot, maybe 100 or so. They make sure there's no animal cruelty or exploitation involved in their business practices. And then what that ends up being, typically, like, it's tech companies. Tech companies usually don't go out and kill animals and stuff like that. So they're usually tech companies, especially California, Silicon Valley ones, more environmentally conscious, solar power and stuff like that. But anyway, yeah, it's pretty much a tech ETF. It has a lot of like NVIDIA, I think, Microsoft, stuff like that. And thanks, Nothingness, for the super chat tip. Oh, Bob's still here. Idolatry is the worship of anyone or anything other than God. It includes animal worship. So, Bob, please explain to me how veganism is animal worship. Because if we look at the definition, it's not worshiping animals. It's being against animal cruelty and exploitation. And you know that. Where is the definition? It was probably here. Anyway, it's animal cruelty and exploitation. Doesn't say anything that you have to worship animals. In fact, Bob, I know many vegans, not many, I know some vegans who actually don't like animals. they kind of hate animals, but they still know it's wrong. They feel it's wrong to kill them, exploit them. So they're vegan, but you don't have to even like animals. It's not even a requirement of veganism to even like animals. You just have to not want to harm them. Do you understand that distinction? But I'm curious if you guys would like me to press up some animal statues that we can worship. Yeah, G-Light. Thank you, G-Light, for saying it so succinctly. It doesn't have anything to do with animal worship, Bob. Veganism doesn't have anything to do with animal worship. Timothy, the vegan ETF performs similar to the S&P 500. Yeah, if you're a techie, it has a bit more beta than the S&P, which means it's more volatile. So its ups are higher and its downs are a bit more down. So yeah, well, when the market's good, yeah, it outperforms the S&P, and when times are bad, it can go a little bit lower than the S&P. So yeah, I have another mutual fund that's kind of like that too, a green growth fund, and it has the same kind of beta. So I'm gonna wait for it to ride the market before I even consider cashing out of it, because it's actually lower than what I purchased it for. Anyway, but yeah, if you guys are interested in stocks and equities, and you want to look for some that are not supporting companies that are, killing animals and harming animals in their environments, yeah, the vegan ETF. Do your research. Just don't take my word for it. There are some risks to it. It's a more high risk stock because it's a tech stock. It's like investing in the NASDAQ almost. It has that kind of volatility. So do your research. VEGN. I own a little bit of it, but yeah, I'm not sponsored or anything like that. They probably have no idea I exist. I'm just a little mountain and a molehill over here. You going, Foo? Be safe. Hope you're feeling good, Foo. Yeah, it's always sad, Heidi, to visit an animal shelter, for sure. Hello, Vegan Rebel Love. Thank you for joining. Yeah, Carl, you have a really good point here. Let's tell Bob here. Veganism is about leaving the animals alone. Basically the opposite of worshiping them. Oh, Bob Hill. Bob Hill is asking, how's Beyond Stock doing? Congratulations, you just debunked veganism, Bob. You debunked it because Beyond Stock just hit an all-time low this week. So yeah, veganism debunked. Yep, you got it. You debunked veganism, Bob. Sean, you only invest in betas? Awesome. Timothy, yeah, I'm holding. Yeah, I'm not getting out of any positions right now. Actually, I've been increasing some of my positions because of what I perceive are the discounts that we've seen over the past couple of weeks. There was a nice little rally today. I didn't buy anything today, but yeah, I've been enjoying the discounted prices. So Timothy, you have to hold at this point because the market will need to eventually recover. Exactly. So I've been loading up. Investments like that are typically held in a retirement account. Yeah, I have my Roth account too. Yeah, I've got it all. I've got a regular retirement account, I got a Roth, and I have a regular taxable brokerage account too. And my mom's stuff too. Dick, you made a post. Oh, I think it might be your name, Dick. I think it is. Let me see if there's anything I can do, Dick. Let me see if there's anything I can do to help him from not getting his comments. Word protection. Let me check it out here. Where are my words here? Let me see. Okay, it's not there. Let me check in one. No. Let me check one more spot it could be. Okay. Okay, I think I might have some blacked out words over here. Okay, all right, try now, Dick. I think you can make a comment now without getting shut down, so give it a shot. Hopefully I didn't make a mistake here. He's going to come and say some horrible things. But he didn't know that, Bob, about Beyond Meat stock? He just randomly picked that? Okay, I was just having fun with you there. But yeah, I hit an all-time low this week. I'm not sure why. I don't really follow them too much. I just remember I don't think their profitability is where the market wants them to be. Dick is here. I finally got Dick got to say a comment. So do you have anything you want to say, Dick? Jim, why is it so low? Yeah, I just don't think their sales and profitability is where Wall Street was wanting them to be at. Like, here we are now, like maybe 4+ years since they went public. So anyway, it's that primary blend. I'm no preacher law. Basically, all animals in the sky, land, and sea are to eat plants and the fruit of the trees and their seeds. So it actually says to be vegan is. Oh, are you talking to Bob about the Bible? Let's not get into that again. We spent enough time dealing with the Bible last week, and it's kind of coming back tonight with Bob. And how VLAM wasn't here last week, right? You saw the replay, or was it Dr. Barrett? I saw that Bob was comparing veganism to idolatry, which is funny because it has nothing to do with that. Did I thank you, Nothingness, for your super chat tip about 5 minutes ago? If I didn't, my bad. And if I did, you got a second thank you. You got 2 for 1 out of that. That's crazy, Karina. You've been vegan for about 8 years now, and your parents still hope you'll quit. Like, why? You're not dying, obviously, right? You're doing well, I assume. Like, why would you need to quit just because they don't do it? Yeah, AJ, I'm not a huge fan of Beyond Burgers. You know, I remember when we first got them, when they first came out, yeah, Angie's against cooking them in here because they're so stinky. You just smell them throughout the whole house. I heard they've worked on that. I've not been able to test it out since. But yeah, we'll eat them when we're out somewhere sometimes, you know. But it's nothing we'll eat on a regular basis. But I think they just need more non-vegans to like them. That's where they're going to make their money, and that's why Wall Street's probably not too stoked on them right now. Hey, Peter, I told everyone that you're out doing activism tonight. So yeah, just popping in to say hi. Out tonight on the street, handing out free vegan roast to people and talking to them about the turkey industry for Canadian Thanksgiving. Good for you, Peter. So you out on the street right now. If so, get out there, stop talking to me, get out there and tell people how awesome it is to not kill turkeys on Thanksgiving. Yeah, true, Bob. You're right about that. But, you know, it's not like we went vegan for our moms. We went vegan for animals. So, yeah, other humans in our lives, moms included, need to adjust and deal with it and not take it personally. We're not doing it for them. We're doing it for animals. It's so selfless. It's so compassionate. Best vegan turkey roast. You guys can tell Uncle. I'm not sure. You're absolutely right. No matter how stinky Beyond Burgers might be, animal flesh smells even worse cooking it. Fulmar music. It doesn't say anywhere in the Bible that veganism is wrong. I think that's what I was asking Bob last week. You have a whole week now, Bob. We remember we had, who was it last week? We could pick one right now. Who right now is a both Christian and a vegan? Just let me know, one of you guys, preferably one of our channel members. I was a channel member last week, and forgive me, I forgot who it was. But anyone here, especially any channel members who are both Christian and vegan. It was Jen Marie. That's right. Is Jen still here tonight? I thought I saw Jen when we got started. Yeah, turkeys are cute and quite smart from the turkeys I've interacted with. Yeah, we were wondering. Graham just became a member. Awesome, Graham. and Travis, too. So we were wondering if there's anything in the Bible that says because Travis or Jen, yeah, Travis and Jen, let's just use them right now. Because they're vegan, is there anything in the Bible that says, all right, you won't be able to get into heaven? Because I was asking Bob if there's any particular scripture. So I've given you a week now. I don't know if you remembered, but I was wanting to see if you had any scripture that we could look at that says, yeah, them being vegan, it's going to be a problem when they finally face their maker and try to get into heaven. That vegan thing might be a hang up. So I just want to know if you have anything to show us that that Jen and Travis might be in some kind of mortal danger, or I'm not sure if that's the right word, eternal life danger. Let me know what you got. Graham, I've super chatted, but I didn't ever realize you weren't a member. I can't remember anymore, Graham, what your chats looked like before. But it says welcome. Maybe, sometimes if you've been a Happy Fan member for a while, it just kind of congratulate you on like an anniversary day or something like that. So, G-Light, I'm a Christian vegan, just not practicing a church, nothing I can think of. So nothing you can think of as far as scripture that says, hey, if you're not eating dead animals, you might face some issues when you finally try to get into heaven. Let's see. Samuel, what are you talking about? A short video? What are you talking about? Ryan, did you watch Should All Christians Be Vegan? No, it's still up. I haven't had a chance to finish it yet this week. It was kind of long. Was it like 15 minutes? We watched a good like maybe 5 minutes last week. But I want to hear Bob's point of view, honestly. I want to see what Bob says, if he knows of any scripture that says, if you're vegan, you might have some issues with God. Let's see. So Bob's saying it depends on what veganism is. You know what veganism is, Bob. We've shown you how many times. It's a stance against animal cruelty and exploitation. That's what veganism is. All right, Bob, you know that. So based on that, if it's a choice, then fine. Yeah, it's a choice. A choice to make a change or changes in your life. Why? Because animal cruelty and exploitation are wrong. You find it deplorable and you don't want to participate in it. All right, so if it's a choice, then okay, that's good to know that Jen Marie and Travis will get into heaven. If the idea is that others are immoral for not eating food, no, where does it say that? Where in the definition of veganism here does it say if you're not vegan, you are immoral? That's something else. That maybe some other vegans say that, but all we care about is ourselves. I don't care about the guy next door to me who's not vegan or some other random person I've never met who's not vegan. I care about myself and I care about you guys, but I want to know, what do I need to do to be vegan? What is veganism? It's a stance against animal cruelty and exploitation. What do? Don't consume animal products as far as possible and practicable. So there you go. That's all it is. It's a choice. Who cares if some guy isn't vegan and if that makes them immoral or not? Who cares? Who gives a crap? All I care about is my eternal salvation. That's the word I was looking for. Allison, Bob, you are a professional time waster and bad at listening. So basically, Bob admitted, we'll move on. I agree, let's move on. But he admitted that there's no problems scripture-wise that Christians like Travis and Jen Marie face. You can be vegan, and when you meet your maker, your eternal salvation shouldn't be in any jeopardy because of your personal choice to not consume animal products. That's all I wanted to know, and Bob confirmed that for us right then. Anyway, let's move on. Okay, yeah, Jesse, yeah, Peter's out doing activism this week because he's in Canada, Canadian Thanksgiving. This weekend, between 3 homes here, we've saved 3 birds in one family by choosing to opt for vegan options. 3 huge birds, 1 family only. Let's see. What's up, VLAM? The only thing we need to say to Bob is, go vegan. And he knows what veganism is. What's that, Jen Marie? You're not devoting yourself to veganism, if that's what Bob's implying. It doesn't require devotion. Let's look at the definition again. If that's Bob, how many times do we have to show you? Does it say anything in here that you have to devote your life to something, like to a religion or cult or something like that? No, it's taking a stance against animal cruelty and exploitation. Why? Because why would you want to have a cow have its throat slit when you can just eat plants? That's it. It's so simple. It's so simple, even a child or caveman or woman could understand it. A cave person. Dr. Bear, that's funny. I see what Graham did. Yeah, a few others have done that, Graham. Remember, last week, one of you guys was giving tips. I think it was Dr. Bear giving tips on how to accomplish that task. Bob, again, let's look at the definition. Do you see anything in here where it says that you have to tell other people things about their non-veganness? I mean, that's a personal choice. You can, if you want, go and talk crap on non-vegans. You know, there's nothing forbidding you, but there's nothing in here requiring you, Bob. Look again at the definition. It's a personal choice, a personal stance against animal cruelty and exploitation. Why? Randomly? No, because, like I said, you'd rather not see a cow get its throat slit and instead just eat plants and no animal gets its throat slit. But yeah, it says nothing here. And thou also must go and talk shit and crap on non-vegans and call them bad people. It doesn't say that. Not everyone is like VG. Oh, less is more. Tell me more. Why is that? Why? How am I a fake vegan? This ought to be interesting. We're waiting. Less is more. How am I a fake vegan? We're going to wait for less is more here. I got all day. Less is more. I never said that. And again, why are you listening to Vegan Gains who is knowingly, intentionally lying about me? I blocked him several months ago after we had a live YouTube stream. And we got into, I forgot why we had it, but anyway, we got into one of my friends who's a vegan, and after having some health issues with her cat, had to change its diet from not vegan. So where in that did you find that I'm feeding my cat non-vegan? Just curious. Richard knows exactly that conversation. It still can be found. So how come all of a sudden I'm the person? He knows that we were talking about someone I know. How did it become me? Why? Because he lied. He's saying it's me, and you're disrespecting me by believing a complete lie, coming here and throwing hate on me, calling me a fake vegan. Based on his lie. So how do you feel about that? He knows he's lying. You're believing a lie. He's disrespecting you as one of his viewers and fans by intentionally lying about a vegan. What do you think about that? I just explained myself. We had a conversation online, still up for all to see, where I talked about someone I know. I never said it was me. It was someone I know. How come all of a sudden it's me now? How does that happen? If I talk about someone else, it's somehow me. If I talk about my friend next door, it's all of a sudden about me or something. This is absolutely insane. So how did it become me? That's what I don't understand. Why is it me when he knows? And he's lying. If he says it was me that said that, he's lying. It's all up there for all to see. This is ridiculous. Yeah, Dr. Bear, you've been a long-time follower. Have you ever heard? You probably watched that live stream too with me and Gaines. Do you ever recall me ever saying Dr. Bear or AJ or any of our long-time viewers recall me saying, yes, here's what I feed my cat? Do you guys recall me ever come out and saying I feed the meat or whatever? Do you guys have any recollection of this? Because I know it doesn't exist. Other than someone is lying, obviously, and I figured out that I smelled a rat, and I know exactly who the rat is. It's a fellow vegan whose ego got bruised because I don't believe his theory that we should kill all the lions and tigers and coyotes and eagles of the world. I told him I don't like that theory. In fact, I disagree with it, and his ego got bruised, and now he's lying about me. So if you're watching, Richard, please stop lying. Why are you resorting to tactics that anti-vegans do, making crap up, intentionally lying? You know I never said that. You know I never said that. So why are you telling your viewers something I never... Why are you asserting that I said something I never said? Well, you might as well say I was born on planet Z-Box 7 and I'm 9,000,000 billion years old and all this. Just make up more crap because I never said any of this stuff. So anyway, thanks for coming and trying to throw some hate at a vegan of 13 years, a vegan activist of 10 years for something he never said he did. It's so ridiculous, you know? All right, let's move on, Bob. We wasted enough time talking about Bible and lack of scripture supporting what you're trying to argue last week, and you changed it. So let's move on. Let's not talk about veganism, the Bible. There's no need to talk about it. There's nothing. There's nothing there. Maybe so, Deemstars, but I really think it's his fans that worship him and believe everything he says. And unfortunately, in this case, he's making an intentional lie. Intentionally. He knows the conversation we had. It's up there. He knows exactly what was said, yet somehow he feels the need to lie. And that's so mean to me and so disrespectful to his followers to lie. Let's see. No one is forbidding marriage, Bob? Wait, what did that come from, AJ? How is veganism... Wait, marriage? Wait, here's Bob. Through the insincerity of liars whose consciences are seared. What the hell? What are we getting on, Bob? What the hell? This is sounding crazy. Let's just not do it. All right? Muthulan, you wish you were 9 billion years old. It's really cool being 9 billion years old from planet Z-Box 7. With a bunch of carnivorous cats. Yeah, Happy Healthy Bible Channel. Yeah, it's not called that, John, huh? I'm gonna message him right now, Vegan Games. I'm gonna ask him, why are you lying about me? Let me see if I still can chat with him on Facebook or not. Let's see. Ooh, I still see him here. Why? I'm actually texting him right now on Messenger. Why are you intentionally I can't spell, intentionally lying about me? All right, let's see what he said. I just texted him right now, or not texted, but messaged him. I just asked him, why are you intentionally lying about me? Just asking, just wondering why. See if he even responds. Bob needs a big fat bong rip. What do you think about that, Bob? Mutha Lion says you need a big fat bong rip. What do you think about that, Bob? Would you be up for a big fat bong rip, or is that something that will jeopardize your eternal salvation or something like that? Just kind of curious. He's checking his Facebook now, Redlocks? Cool. Let's see if he'll say why he's intentionally lying about me. Yeah, Twitter, yeah, false news travels faster than true stories. Yeah, I've seen that science as well. See, Gretchen, he had no idea what it's like being a vegan activist. Even fellow vegan YouTuber activists will intentionally lie about others. Lie about me. Let's see, Bob, are you going to have a bong rip? You said yes, Bob? You're cool with having a bong rip? Awesome. Maybe that'll be good for you. Ditlo. I said, I have no problem with Richard. I really just don't want to be lied about. You know what I'm saying? I don't talk about him. He doesn't occupy any of my brain rent free or anything like that. But apparently I'm living in his. Oh, he said, I just stated I thought you weren't feeding your cat a vegan diet. When did I ever say that to you or anyone? All right. Because you're stating it as fact. Hang on. Oh, I can't type, man. This sucks. It as if it were fact. All right. Need a helper to sit here and type. Okay, well, why are you on? He's going. He's. I was under the impression. Why are you under the impression? What evidence supports that? You don't order me. Okay, now it's getting out of hand. Now he's demanding things. I said, don't order me. Are you watching, Richard? No. I don't get bullied by punks, okay, Richard? Don't tell me what to do. I'm asking simply. He said, I was under the impression that you fed your animals. Like, why? You're under the impression how? Like, where? To be under the impression of something, you must have some evidence. You must have something to support that, rather than just sitting on an armchair. Yep, I think that's what is feeding these animals. You know, it's like you need something to be under the impression. Otherwise, you're just making crap up. Hey, Sarah, you're in Marin. Yeah, today was in the 90s down here too. Yeah, I read today is the peak of the heat wave, so tomorrow should be a little bit better. But good to see us, Sarah. Awesome. Glad you could make it in for a little tiny bit here. He's saying, I was under the impression that last time we spoke, you said that. Like, no, I never said that. Oh, God. Yeah, I think he's playing like, oh, my memory's bad. I can't remember. When you were clearly speaking about your friend, I mentioned my friend several times. I thought you were speaking about yourself. I don't buy this whatsoever. I don't know how to type that in here because that'll take forever with my big fingers trying to type into my iPhone mini here. But yeah, it's like, no, I'm not buying that whatsoever. Just using that as an excuse. Oh, my memory's so poor. You know, I thought that's what you said. Like, anyway. Frustrating to have people, even vegans, lying about you. It's so frustrating. Anyway, let's move on. Poor Sarah, you need a vacation from your vacation. Wow. Yeah, 95 must be horribly hot in Fairfax. They say, Dr. Bear, your students are learning about logical fallacies. Well, I was grading. One student answered straw man and stray man instead of straw man on their homework. That was kind of funny. I wonder what a stray man fallacy would be. That would be interesting. Yeah, Bob, I agree. He should apologize for intentionally. Now he's going to say non-intentionally speaking untruths about me. Again, I don't see how there's any confusion. We both put the video up, I think, on both of our channels. It's up there. If you're confused, just go and watch it. Are you watching, Richard? If you're not sure what I said, just go back and watch the very discussion that we had. Somehow it was on YouTube. I remember it happening. I don't remember the day or month or anything, but I remember it happening. I was very clear. I was not talking about me personally. But yeah, use that. Oh, my memory's so bad. So therefore I spread hate about you. Yeah, my bad. Anyway, 'cause, 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 'cause What's that, Samuel? He is, I don't know, I don't watch his content. So according to Samuel, you're saying he is teaching innocent, gullible vegans that killing spiders and other animals is okay. This is definitely not vegan. Is that what's going on? I don't watch his content, so I'll guess I'll take your word for that, Samuel. Yeah, John, I think he's upset about that too. About animal rights being in the definition. I talked about this with someone like in the first 10, 20 minutes of this live stream. Yeah, of course, I believe animals have rights. There's no question about that. My whole point is, does that have to be in the definition of veganism? And I have several reasons that I listed why. It could be, but I think it creates more of I think it creates a weaker definition of veganism as far as my personal uses of the definition, meaning responding to people like Bob and others, because Bob's saying all this stuff. Veganism, what was he saying? It involves idol worship. You worship animals. So all we do is go look at the definition of vegan, and nope, it doesn't say anything about that. It just stands against animal cruelty and exploitation. I guess if you read that, it's an extension of human rights to animals. I guess that would work pretty well in this particular case, but most of the time when I'm responding to anti-vegan arguments, the Vegan Society definition works particularly well. In fact, in my opinion, I think it's the strongest definition as far as responding to anti-vegans. I don't know if you have to have rights in the definition to capture what veganism is. Because like I said, when I went vegan, I wasn't thinking about rights. I was just thinking, wow, why should that cow have to die for me? I could just eat plants instead. And then it follows from there, yeah, cows have rights. But I wasn't thinking that at the time. I was thinking that cruelty and exploitation are wrong. Those are things anyone can understand. But rights are abstract concepts, abstract objects. So some people have trouble understanding such abstract things, believe it or not. There's a lot of knuckleheads out there that come to the live streams that don't even really fully grasp or believe that humans should have rights, let alone animals should have rights. So if they come and you start saying animals have rights, you're not going to make any headway as far as this, responding to their arguments. So anyway, enough of that. I heard Angie yell, "No more Bob." Anyway, yeah, that's a moot point, though. It's not, as long as we both believe harming, animal cruelty and exploitation are wrong. If you think rights needs to be in there, cool. I'm not going to fight you, but apparently some will try to fight you. I'm not going to mention who that would be, but I'm not going to fight you if your definition's different from mine. I'm not a fascist. Deemstar says, yeah, I don't understand what rights are, because they are, when you really think about rights, they're abstract ideas. But anyway, you can understand the Vegan Society definition, a stance against animal cruelty and exploitation. Either way, it's all good. As long as we all accomplish the same thing, not harming animals, not causing animal cruelty and exploitation. Graham, I'd rather you go easy on another vegan who maybe misunderstood you. And I think I went pretty easy, right? I'm not calling him a bad person or anything like that. Rather than a non-vegan who hijacks the chats on the reg. Haha. Let's see. Let's see. So is there any more questions here? I'm searching for your comments and questions here. Hey, Sarah's still here. Awesome, Sarah. We're kind of I saw your question. What are we talking? We're kind of juggling a bunch of different things right now, Sarah. It's kind of a little crazy tonight. But yeah, Bob, no more religious stuff, at least for tonight. I think we got enough last week of your religion vegan thing, and yeah, I think we successfully explored it to its fullness tonight. What's for dinner tonight? We had some burritos kind of late in the afternoon, AJ. Yeah, maybe about an hour and a half before the live stream. Probably an hour and 15 before the live stream. So I'm not sure. Probably something small tonight, because those are they are fat burritos. Maybe 1,000 calories. I'm taking a wild guess here. Any bad trolls here tonight? Not really, other than just me responding to like Richard Gaines's trolls coming here accusing me of things I never said. When he now he's saying he's unintentionally lying, but I was, it seemed like an intentional lie, saying how I feed my pets. I made some kind of statement about it a long time ago or recently, and he thinks I said something I never said. But anyway, he was mistaken, and his trolls were coming here. So I want to set the record straight. I never said that. He knows that. I'm not buying his foggy brain argument. His foggy brain, not mine. IKEA has plant-based ice cream, Bob. I'm not aware of that, but they have other good things like plant-based meatballs and plant-based hot dogs. Oh God, Jesse, I'm so sorry about that. Why? I mean, YouTube knows this is a vegan channel. The vegan keyword's everywhere. It's in our channel name. Why are they showing you such crap? Yeah, thanks. Anyone coming here further perpetuating Richard Gaines's intentional lie about me is going to instantly get banned. You have no justification for everything you're saying. He knows it's a lie. He knows the conversation we had. Go back, watch it. I mentioned a friend several times who I was talking about. I clearly made it known it was someone I know. I don't understand how all of a sudden that became me. It's like Donald Trump just saying some nonsense, lie, misinformation, alternative facts. I'm not buying it. I'm not tolerating it. Yeah, less is more. Less is more. Why, who are you to come here and demand and order me what I should say and not say? I told you, we've had a consistent policy ever since we released, I think in 2014, our vegan cat kibble recipe. That should tell you enough right there. Less is more. We made a recipe video, how to make a vegan kibble to feed your cats. We received so much hate from that video, we decided then and there, we're not going to discuss what to feed your cats. Either way, if you're vegan, you're going to get a bunch of shit. If you're not vegan, you're going to get a bunch of shit. We've made a policy since 2014. And just because some boisterous troll comes here demanding in the name of level 5,000 veganism, you're not as vegan as I am. Just because some random troll comes here and tries to dominate me, the guy who's running this live stream, no, you don't have that power to do that. So I'm not going to change a policy of 7 years because of you. You don't speak for any animals, less is more. And in fact, I told you, your idol Richard, when his dog was dying, fed his dog meat. So let's say I did feed my cats meat. I'm saying I did. Let's say I did. I would have just been doing the same thing your idol Gaines does. So how come that would make me a bad person and he's absolved of all guilt? I just want to hear that. Let's just do this hypothetical. Let's just say I did. Based on that he has done that, how come he's cool and I'm not? I want to hear that one. So let's just hear this. I'll let you. I'll explore that with you, less is more. How come he's not a hypocrite, but I am? I just want to know what kind of mental gymnastics and gaslighting you're going to use to explain that one. Less is more. No, this is my live stream. You don't come here and run the show, bro. This is mine. I can boot your ass out of here anytime. You came here, you're playing my game. So I want to just say, hypothetically, I did do what Richard did, and I had a sick pet and I fed it meat to help it, whatever. I didn't, not saying I did. Let's just say I did, hypothetically. But in the real world, he did that. So how come it's cool for him? He gets a free pass, but others don't. Just kind of curious. So gaslight me, give me the mental gymnastics. I'm really curious. So I'll be waiting. Yeah, I'm about to kick him out, V. I just want to see the attempt at gaslighting. I'm quite curious to see what kind of mental gymnastics are going to have to be used for this. No, I'm the one that answers the questions. Like, you don't see, I've said this 3 times. This is my live stream. You come here, you play by my rules. If you're not going to answer my question, I've been more than kind and patient with you. Since you cannot follow my very simple directions, and let's look at the live stream rules too here, which you obviously had to see to even make a comment. Let's put them up here. Be civil. You're not being civil. You're ordering me around. You're bossing me around. You're attacking me. demanding that, insisting I did something that I never did. So ban him, uncle, please. Block him. He's not being civil. He's ordering me around, and he's intentionally spreading misinformation, a lie, a flat out lie. So please, uncle, with honors, you can ban this person who is he's not answering my questions. But I have to answer his. See what I'm saying? I have to answer his, but this is my live stream. So thank you, uncle, for handling a person who is not following our simple rules here. Whether you like it or not, this is my live stream. I call the shots. What's embarrassing, Allison? Dr. Bear, Graham, exactly. Ryan is totally fine and disagreeing with people, but he and the rest of us aren't fine with a-holery. Yeah, thank you, uncle. Don't timeout is too nice, uncle. That'll just bring him back. No, I said ban his ass. Let's see. Let me see if I can do it. Oh no, you blocked him. Uncle banned him. He's banned. All right, awesome. Good job, uncle. I mean, I gave him plenty of leeway there to play along, to abide by the rules, follow the questions. Yeah, the guy demanded. That's the thing. People coming to my live stream and demanding things. And you know where he gets it from? When I was chatting with his idol, Gaines there, he did the same thing, demand. I said, no, don't demand anything. I don't owe you anything. If anything, you owe me an apology for intentionally lying, but I don't command me. I'm not your subject or servant or anything like that. No, I'm a free person, a free country. You don't demand things from people. You know how entitled that is to demand things from people? Do you understand? If you're watching, you know how entitled that is to just demand things from people. Gimme, I deserved it. I deserved the answer. No, I deserved an apology for you spreading intentional lies about me. Yeah, don't command me as I command. Sarah. So anyway, this is what you got to deal with as a vegan activist. Fellow vegan YouTubers who get butthurt and ego bruised that you don't agree with their extreme ideas will in return retaliate by intentionally lying about you. So low, so lame. Thou shalt not command, John. Yeah, Linda, there's a lot of that entitlement out there. But anyway, he's just playing games for sure. So anyway, let's see, Guzzler. Okay, you're speaking for Gaines now. Why not just engage with him and maybe understand his views? He's trying to talk to you over the phone. Are you talking about texting or messaging? No, I just asked him, like, please stop lying about me. He said, oh, I was under the impression that's how you... No, why would you be under the impression? I never said that. I think he's intentionally saying, oh, my memory's bad. How was he, like 29, 30, young memory? My memory's bad. I could have sworn I heard you say it. No, I've never said that. So why are you saying this for? I'm just trying to understand why is he lying about me? He knows I never said how I feed my cats a certain way or not. We've had this policy since 2014. What's there to understand? I'm just trying to understand, why is he lying about me? That's it. Just to hurt me? To throw hate my way? I'm just curious. What do you have to gain from that? Anyway, hey, Sarah. I had coffee with a friend today who I used to volunteer with at Miyoko's Animal Sanctuary. She was telling me that she's getting some vegan hate lately. I'm not surprised. Sorry about that. I need to get her to come to this live show. You should get her to come. Yeah, we talk about vegan hate here because it's such a common thing, unfortunately. Vic, bivalves are not vegan. I don't care what anyone says. Yeah, bivalves don't have the mental capacity to understand that animal cruelty and exploitation are wrong. Yeah, I don't think you'll ever meet a vegan bivalve. Is that what you're trying to say there, Vic? But yeah, AJ, your friend should join us for sure. Oh, we have another one of Gaines's people here. Wow. What do you think, Mr. Oatgo? What did your Gaines person tell you? How what did he say? I'm just kind of curious. What do you believe? I want to. You came here, so you tell me what's in your thought right now and why. I was curious. Anyway, we have another troll too. Hey, Uncle, I'm not seeing any of these people responding to my questions about why they have this belief. Why are they even asking that? So if they're not answering, can you ban the people who are coming here and harassing me because of a certain vegan YouTuber who is intentionally lying about me? How come I'm the victim here? I don't understand why you guys are, or he is, or something like that. I'm the guy receiving a bunch of hate because someone lied about me, but I'm the bad person in here. That's complete gaslighting bullshit, and that's why I have no patience or tolerance. And so if someone's gonna play that bullshit game, we'll ban your ass. Dr. Bear says to Sarah, me too. My coworkers know I'm vegan, but they never give me a hard time about it. You live in California, right? So it's probably, chiller here. I'll never get hate from occasional trolls who are triggered by you in my live streams. I apologize for that, Dr. Bear. Yeah, trolls come here in droves on YouTube, even vegan trolls. All right, Dr. Bear, I'll take you up on it tonight. Let's see. Let's see if I can do that right now, Dr. Bear. Okay, it's not hitting. I'm hitting save and it's not doing it. Huh. Let me try it one more time, Dr. Bear. Actually, let me refresh my browser here. I'm going to add you, Dr. Bear, since you suggested. Why not? Try it one more time here. Huh, it's being a dick. Huh, I wonder if I have too many moderators. Let me see. I might maybe go remove an old moderator or two. Let's see. I now have moderators that I haven't seen in ages. Like, let's see. Let me see what your... Let's see. I'm trying to add you in manually right now. Let me see if I can do that. Doctor... Huh. It doesn't see you. I'm totally getting shut down, Dr. Bear. Huh. I'll have to figure that out later. So, Uncle, you can like step it up here if we need people we need to get rid of. Yeah, I'm not sure what the problem is. Anyway, it seems like it's all cool now. Undead. No, I think it's Richard Games. So thank you, Richard, for sending your trolls, your blind monkeys to our nice peaceful live stream here of peaceful vegans just trying to chill out. And thank you for having them come here and spread a bunch of crap. Looks like Uncle's got. I'm gonna try one more time, Dr. Bear. I'm gonna try one more time. Yeah, I'm trying to hit save on you, and it's just like not doing anything. Oh well, I'll figure it out later. Are there any vegan events, Graham, coming up in SoCal this fall? I don't think so. We just had SoCal Veg Fest in Orange County last weekend or so. So that's usually the only fall one. The spring one, if there's an LA Veg Fest, that'll be in like April, May. All right, Dr. Barrel, thanks for offering it. Yeah, I'll see what I can do, because sometimes when Peter's gone, we sometimes in these rare circumstances when other content creators send their flying monkeys here, it's always good to have a second or third moderator. Trini, who's lying on me? A certain vegan content creator named or abbreviated as VG, not VD. Good for you, sir. I'm glad you're not seeing troll comments. Just keep talking to our peeps. Well, Bob Hill, veganism is not an industry, really. Anyway, Henry, we've discussed pets like way more than we needed to tonight, so tonight's not a great night for pet talk. And again, this is not why we went vegan, to give people endorsements or recommendations on how to feed animals. I barely know how to feed a human right, and do it healthfully and nutritionally. So I'm lucky I figured that out. I'm not a doctor of veterinary medicine. But if you'd like to see an opinion of a doctor of veterinary medicine, let's see if I have it. Right here. Just put a link down into the show, the live chat, and you can read the opinion of an ethical vegan vet, a doctor of veterinary medicine, and see what she has to say. All the things, just check it out. That's who you need to look at. Someone who's an ethical vegan and a vet, not me. I'm a music producer. You don't want to get dietary animal advice from a music producer. It'd be pretty stupid. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you for saying the obvious there. Thank you, Sarah. I know, John. It's not the Happy Healthy Pet Channel. I'm a music producer. I'm not an expert in animal biology. In fact, I'm far from an expert. I barely studied any animal biology at school. Let's see. Corbett Moon, did you just pop in recently? Did I say hi to you? If not, what's that, Jesse 12 saying? I'm not reading this any prejudice towards anyone. I'm just reading what one of our channel members is saying. When I first went vegan, VG really turned me off. Then I started following positive channels like mine and have never looked back. Yeah, see, some people like the negative extreme stuff, and a lot of people are turned off by it. And that's why I'm not going to be a fashion and say, yeah, he needs to get off YouTube. He's bad for vegan. I'm not going to say that. Let him do his thing. And the people that are attracted to that kind of personality will be attracted to that. And they can go there and live with him, and that's cool, And I like my nice, peaceful, positive people that we have in our following. You guys are good for my mental health and just good people I probably hang out with if you guys, live closer to me. Anyway, Corvette has been here for a while. Okay, my brain is not firing all cylinders tonight, obviously, just too much stuff to keep track of. Yeah, John, long love and long live peaceful content. Yes. What's this, Allison? Non-vegans to vegans. What about the insects? Also non-vegans. Let's make insect burgers, alternative protein. Yeah. Right-wing vegan. Rather than what we feed our pets, what are we feeding ourselves? Well, that's more relevant for us to discuss. What is the meal you've had this week that you can share? Tonight, I made butternut squash Thai curry of quinoa. Let's see, something we've made this week that we can share. Let's think. But once a week we make khichdi. It's from our first book, Keep It Carb Baby. It's an traditional Indian, India is part of Asia, Indian dish involving mung beans, basmati rice, and whatever vegetables. Cook it up into a gooey mush. You can get some non-bread vegan from Trader Joe's, and it's delish. I know what Bob would have to think about a person coming here named right-wing vegan, because Bob just last week said he thought vegans were pretty much left-wing. Yeah, Uncle, who is it that has a couple of vegan cookbooks? Us, Happy Healthy Vegan, has a couple of cookbooks. Yeah, I was talking about from our first book, Keep It Carb Baby, we got the khichdi recipe, but we were talking about these books the other day. It's like, it's probably too much fruity, sweet stuff in Keep It Carb Baby. This is really how we eat, the Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook. More savory meals for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Right-wing vegan. Actually, I inspired your name. How did I do that, right-wing vegan? Out of curiosity. What, Vic? What? That doesn't make... What do you mean? K. Farden, are my glasses prescription? Yes. Why do you ask? Yes, these are my glasses I use specifically and only for working on computers. I don't use them when I read. I don't use these when I drive or play sports or anything. No, these are only for like distances of like, a foot to 3 feet or something like that. I guess what other people do is they get like a bifocal or something like that, but I just need these when I'm on the computer. I don't need the whole bifocal thing 24/7. Oh, right-wing vegan said, last year I said, I don't know any right-wing vegans, but I'm sure there are some out there. Immediately you topped to the title. Awesome. Yeah. I was saying veganism is open to anyone. It doesn't reflect political ideology or anything like that. It's simply, again, we're going to get drunk tonight, a stance against animal cruelty and exploitation. You can be of any political belief, any religion, and believe that animal cruelty and exploitation are wrong. This has nothing to do with your politics or worldviews or anything like that. It's just, hey, if you see a animal get its throat slit and you think maybe that's not cool because you could eat plants, that's all veganism is. Yeah, Dr. Bear, I guess that word hasn't really come up all that often, so I never had the chance to think about putting that in one of our filters. I'll think about it. It hasn't really been a problem much yet. Oh, we have conservative vegan, definitely not left-wing, and have been vegan over 12 years. See? Yep, see, Bob? I want to point out to Bob, who last week thought veganism... if I remember the discussion right, Bob Hill was saying that the reason why a lot of males are turned off by veganism, or at least not attracted to veganism, because it's often very left-wing and stuff like that. I go, really? Like, what do you mean? How's having compassion for animals a political, cultural divide thing or something like that? So the thing is, I probably didn't know too many right-wing vegans because I guess I still have a lot of right-wing friends. I'm in one of the most like left leaning areas in the country here in this part of California. So yeah, there's not a whole lot of people I come across around here that are I'd have to go to another county, let's say. Wow, I didn't know Alan Fisher is a right-wing vegan. Wow. Jalen, why do you feel I should do that for? Watch that content. Just kind of curious. Yeah, VLAM, I'm with you. Let's quote a fellow, I believe Andrew Yang is of Chinese descent, right? Isn't he Taiwanese? Not right, not left, but forward. Yeah, I was a big Andrew Yang fan when he broke on the scene a couple years back. In fact, I saw him speak at a Democratic Party convention here in California. But yeah, I'm totally. I love that tagline from Andrew Yang: "Not left, not right, but forward." Because that political divide is not doing our country any good. It's not. We're not making any progress. People are more divided now than ever. We need to move forward and forget about these divides. Oh, Bob, no, there's no diversity in California. All I got to do is drive a few more miles to the next county over, and very red county there, believe it or not. In fact, as soon as you get out of my neck of the woods here in Orange County, very red county. Below that, San Diego County, even though the city itself is more left, the rest of the county more red. No, there's plenty of red here. And it's such a weird stereotype. Like, the Speaker of the House, who just got booted out a couple days ago, McCarthy. He's from California. I mean, there's red California too. No diversity in California. No, Bob. All you gotta do is go a couple miles from here. You're in a very red county. Vic, is Yang vegan? No, but unless he's changed. Last time I heard he was not vegan, but he understood there's very sensible, compelling reason, environmental reason to eat vegan diet. Yeah, I'm with you, Muthu Lion. I don't believe Yang wants to get rid of Social Security unless he's going to replace that with his universal basic income, which would, I think, serve the same sort of thing. Both are concepts of returning money to people. I guess, not having to wait to be like 62 years old is how it would be separate from Social Security. But is that part of his platform? I didn't remember that. Correct me if I'm wrong. You might not be able to have both, possibly. There just might not be enough money in the federal bank to have both programs. I'm guessing if that's where there would have to be a practical reason why if he were to have that would probably be why. There's just not enough money. Let's see, Graham brings up the point that every big name Republican, including Trump, raises a fortune in California every election. Definitely not all left wing. I agree, VLAM. The political sphere needs more vocal vegans. All right, Chris Murphy headed out. Awesome. Be safe, be well, and be blessed with seasonal fruit. See you later, HHV fam. Oh, AJ, I bet you Cory Booker will make a run again in for the next election after this one. I guess that would be 2028. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. I've never watched Breaking Bad either, Sarah. Yeah, I agree with Allison sit up there. I saw Dr. Bear Green with you. The elites are just having fun watching us be divided and fighting. They would hate for us to come together. Let's see, let me scroll a little bit here. What's that, John? There's also a generalization that all Californians are pro-LGBT when there's still a lot of machoism still, and a lot of people who are, for whatever reasons, they think their political party tells them to be that way, or some say the religion tells them to be hateful, but there are people who will justify their hate because of those issues there. Yeah, I've never watched any episodes of Breaking Bad. Maybe should I check out an episode or something like that? Uncle, yeah, Brian Tyler Cohen. I watch his commentary sometimes, just like sometimes I'll watch his son, Abby. Wow, Vic, I hope Corey's not like Mayor Adams and that he calls himself vegan but eats fish. Well, it sounds like Mayor Adams, if that's right. I think I've heard that about him. He's vegetarian, right? I mean, there's a word for that. It's not vegan, it's vegetarian. You're right, pescatarian, right, Dr. Bear? That's the word for that. My bad. For me, it's like vegan or nothing, and I kind of, over the time now, I don't really think about the distinctions about the other things that are kind of like vegan. But yeah, pescatarian. Yeah, vegetarian, dairy, and eggs, right? Is that right, guys? If vegetarians will have dairy and eggs, but not fish. Pescatarians will have the fish. Thank you. Yeah, you're not kind of vegan, right? You're either vegan or you're not. It's like, I'm a vegan that eats fish. No, you're a pescatarian. You don't have to, it's like, I'm kind of pregnant. You know, it's like, no, either you are against animal cruelty and exploitation and you don't consume the animal products because you don't have to. You can go to the store and eat plants and perfectly healthy to do that. You know, then yeah, it's, I don't know. I'm not sure why Mayor Adams would be confused on that. I don't even know if he's a chegan. I think he just doesn't understand the distinction between pescatarian and vegan. Yeah, it's like it's a binary thing. Yeah, like kind of dead or kind of pregnant, AJ, right? It's you're either vegan or you're not. You're either live or you're not. Yeah. Ooh, Nothingness just gifted one happy, healthy vegan membership. Let's see who gets it. Will it be Bob Hill? Let's see. Green Plant. Hey, if you're here, Green Plants, hello and welcome. You are our latest channel member. Thank you, Nothingness, for gifting a membership. And earlier, who was it that gifted some earlier? Was it Renee's? Or gosh, I forgot. Someone gifted some earlier. Oh, I forgot. My bad. Vegan brain frog is real. Yeah, I should dig into Mayor Adams, to see. Yeah, you're right. The media could be misrepresenting him. You know, the media is confused as anything. You know, so I should see if I can find some interviews with Mayor Adams. Just kind of curious. I don't know if I need to make a video. I'm just kind of curious. Is he vegan or is he pescatarian? What's there? Your dad tries to put percentages on vegan? What do you mean? Like, oh, when you hear someone say like I'm like 90% vegan or something like that, 50% vegan or something like that, you can say I'm 50% plant-based or 90% plant-based. Totally cool because plant-based is a diet. But how do you have like 90? How can you be 90% vegan? It's like, it's like being 90% non-rapist. Like I don't rape for 9 months, then 1 month out of the year I go out and rape people and then I'm back to you know what I'm saying? It doesn't make a lot of sense. And I'm not trying to belittle rape or sexual assault. I'm just saying it just doesn't make any sense. It's, you know, you either believe something's wrong and you abide by that or you don't. If you give into it like once in a while, you know, you obviously don't believe it's wrong. Uh-oh, yeah, calm down, Bob. Here we go. Some triggering things there with Sanctuary City and all that stuff. Isn't the media owned by Big Pharma or something? I don't think so. I don't believe, like, say, like a CNN is owned by Big Pharma. Like ABC News is owned by Disney, who also owns like ESPN and stuff. So they're definitely not Big Pharma. Dr. Bear says, that's why I get my news from Democracy Now! Fact-based and not owned by a corporation. Well, I've got to check that out. The name rings a bell. I can't say for sure I'm familiar with them, but I'll check it out. VLAM, I was technically flexitarian, meatless at home, for a couple years before going vegan, but I never felt I deserved a label for doing so little. Yeah, well, you can call yourself a flexitarian. That's fine. I just, I get a little perturbed, I guess, or annoyed when people misuse the words, because these words have very clear meanings, and once people start saying I'm 90% vegan, or I'm a vegan who eats fish, whatever, it's like, no, there's words for these things. You don't have to invent a variation of veganism or something like that. That's totally cool. I respect if someone is accurate, says they're a flexitarian. I respect them for using the words correctly. Sarah, you get your news from TMZ? Awesome. Or I'll check out Democracy Now. Is that something fun? Is that a YouTube channel? Just Google Democracy Now. Let me know, guys. I'll check it out, since I've gotten several good recommendations from people I trust. Sarah thinks TMZ is the best. Awesome. Okay, it's on YouTube. All right, cool. Democracy Now. Or ask me next week if I've seen Democracy Now, in case I forget or get lazy or something. Keep me on it, because I definitely want to check it out. You're totally cool, Sarah. Getting your news from TMZ. Nothing wrong with that. Seriously, that's totally awesome. I'm not laughing or anything. That's cool. Just kind of staying out of the main news cycle. And I totally get that. I respect that, because I know you're like, just until recently, until you became a channel member, you said you had no like payment methods on the internet. Totally, I respect that. It's totally cool. That's what I'm hoping for when I start retiring more. Just kind of pull back a little bit more from the world. You're just beating me to it a little bit, Sarah. The Onion, there we go. Cool, they have awesome interviews. Awesome, I can't wait. I will go look for them. Kay Farnan, good night to you, Kay Farnan. Thanks for being here with us. JS, the Animal Liberation Front. Like, let me remember now which, I don't know. I'm gonna just come out and say I really don't know much or enough to give you any kind of opinion about this. Didn't they have some kind of controversy or something like? See, I can't even say what it is. So, yeah, for me to speak my opinion on it would be an opinion out of ignorance, because like I said, readily admit I don't really know jack squat about them to give you any kind of honest assessment of what they do and my opinions of that. Bob said something funny. Can't even think of a right-wing news channel on YouTube? Really? Well, just because you can't think of one, Bob, doesn't mean they're not there. Isn't, what's that little Ben Shapiro guy? Isn't he on YouTube? Right? Am I wrong? Is he on YouTube or not? I don't know. Or is he banned from YouTube or something? I have no clue. Does Candace Owens have a YouTube presence? Maybe? Yeah, I know. Bob was funny, huh? What's Angie up to? She's probably waiting for me patiently to finish the live stream so we could like kick back and figure out what to have for dinner tonight and enjoy. We started watching on Netflix that show about Uber. I forgot the name of it, but it's Joseph Gordon-Levitt's the main star. You guys see, I just started I think recently, the past few days. I like shows like that. That's one of my favorite types of shows. I like dramas about like funny dramas about tech, you know, and there's usually some crazy narcissist at the center of it all. And yeah, that's, you know, the former CEO of Uber, you know, so this is, that's probably we're going to chill out to tonight. I like Seth Meyers' Closer Looks too. I haven't seen one in a really long time, but yeah. Cool, Mythaline, you've been watching some K-dramas. That's probably what Angie's watching right now is a good guess, a K-drama. Let's see. Okay, I keep seeing what you guys are sharing here. All sorts of ideas. Oh, Ditlow, I'm sorry if let me read your message. I wonder why our bot got mad at Ditlow. Huh. I don't see anything wrong with your comment, Ditlow. I'm sorry. I just read it. I started Pen 15 on Hulu. It's funny. And an emoticon of Angie. I'm sorry, Ditlow. I don't know why. Let me see if I can undo that. I don't see a way to show the comment. I don't have a way to override our bot there. I'm sorry, Ditlow. My bad. I don't know what it saw there. Yeah, me too, Dr. Bear. I'm so glad the writer's strike is successful and yeah, got the protections against AI. I read they can still use AI to some degree, but not to the point where it like replaces people, you know. They can use it to help them research or something like that. But that's cool. I'm glad they're back, and they, it was a fight worth fighting for. To, you know, make sure that, AI doesn't take the place of writers. Imagine how crappy that'd not only be for them, but just for people viewing content. We're just watching crap written by AIs. Like, no. Oh, wow, Ditlow. That's weird how it filtered you that time, but this time it let Pin 15 through. Weird. I don't know. I apologize for our bot flagging your content there. I know you're not going to say anything inappropriate. An AI HHV stream, wouldn't that be amazing, huh? All right, anything else you want to throw at me quickly? Any quick questions I can answer briefly before I get going? Pretty chill here. Been on 2 hours and 41 minutes, so I'm ready to start winding this down and join up with Angie. Wow. Dr. Bear is saying that AI frequently makes basic math errors? No way I would trust it to grade students' work for you. Wow, I can't even add? I mean, that's what computers are like geniuses at. You know, that's sad. Yeah, Sarah, I'm glad you're able to come at the end here and chill out with us. Yeah, try not to get too overheated out there in Mindo, or actually in Marin. Yeah, it's keep it chill, keep it cool. I think Marin, doesn't it get cool at night? Let me see. I have San Rafael in my weather app here. Let me see what the temperature is out there. See if it gets cooler at night. Like right now here, it's 72. Oh, it's 74 in San Rafael. So you guys are having a warm evening too. Wow, sorry about that. Usually I see it gets pretty cool at night, but I guess during this heat wave, all bets are off. You ready for sleep too? Wow, Dr. Bear, you gave ChatGPT a problem your students learned in week 1 and it got it wrong. I put on a homework assignment asking students to find what ChatGPT did wrong. That's an amazing assignment. Awesome. 45 degrees, Mythaline. Jeez. Oh man, I can't wait to feel something like I would love to feel like 59 degrees at night. That would be cool. Literally, it'd be cool. Right Wing Vegan, I'm a teacher and must now always give ChatGPT your assignments so I can see which students rely on it. Yeah, you could, yeah, I guess, yeah, what you're doing is doing what your students would probably be doing, right? And seeing what kind of answers ChatGPT gives. Smart. I guess you got to do that. You got to see what they're going to try to pull. Undead on Dawn, your aunt said it was like 90 in Marin yesterday and today too. Yeah, a little heat wave here at the end of summer. It's actually I think the hottest heat wave of the summer right now in fall. Oh, Dr. Bear saying, yeah, to Right Wing Vegan, that doesn't work. ChatGPT doesn't have memory and doesn't know if someone has used it on your assignments. Yeah, but I think what Right Wing Vegan can do is see what kind of answers ChatGPT is going to generate and kind of look for that. That's what I was guessing, but maybe my assumption is wrong there. Yeah, 95 in Fairfax, probably a little cooler, in like say Sausalito or something like that, but maybe a little cooler in San Rafael too. Maybe just let's see what they say San Rafael was today. Let's see, 91. So it's probably a little hotter in Fairfax. Yeah, more inland, closer to the mountains. Heidi, 93% humidity in Boston. That sounds literally hellish. Be careful. Wow, it's been hot in upstate New York too for you, AJ. Wow, what is going on? Yeah, always cooler by the water, Sarah. Yeah, that bay is an amazing natural air conditioning system, the San Francisco Bay. That's one reason why the air is so pleasant up there. Graham wants to know to Dr. Bear, so AI and the AI detector suck, so much work to just not open a book. I guess I should get going, guys, unless you guys have I guess you guys have any further questions for me. It's been a long live stream tonight, at least for me. I don't know about you guys, but I feel pretty good. What Sarah's saying, San Francisco is in the summer, talking about being cool, but over the bridge can be a different story. Yeah, for sure. Once you start driving up and up Marin into wine country, it gets warmer and warmer. I always told visitors, bring a parka and a tank top. Parka for San Francisco summer and a tank top for once you get out of that fog bank area. Yeah, cool gifting, Jesse. Yeah, thanks to everyone who donated. I think we picked up 6 people tonight, so awesome. Cool. So thank you for that. And I want to, let's think, anything I want to tell you guys. I'm not sure what my next video is going to be, so if any of you guys have any ideas, like Peter often sends me ideas. That video I put out 2 days ago, it was 2 days ago about that couple family that could no longer be vegan, why we're no longer vegan video. Yeah, one of you guys, one of our viewers left that in a comment, and I found it held for review because apparently if you post a link, it'll get caught in the held for review, so I found it in there. But yeah, if you see anything, just send me stuff. I'll find it. If you have a link, it might not post, but I'll see it. If the intention is to get it to my eyeballs, I'll see it. So thank you for all your guys' help and helping me find interesting things for me to respond to. So thank you so much. So yeah, have a great rest of your trip, Sarah. Thanks for being with us here for the last half hour, 40 minutes or so. Thanks for making it. Let's see. Thanks, Uncle, for being a great moderator, banning people, blocking people, and I'll see if I can figure out how to make Dr. Bear or someone else. I was wondering why I kept getting shut down on adding new moderators. We'll see what's up. So anyway, guys, thanks for being with me on yet another Friday live stream, and thanks for all your support. Thanks for laughing at the trolls and everything. Thank you so much. Even Bob wasn't too bad tonight, I guess. Well, I don't know. I wasn't watching all the conversation there. I'll let you each individually judge how that went down. So thanks, guys, for being cool supporters and not lying about me. I appreciate that. I appreciate vegans who don't lie about me and what I do or don't do. That's always a plus. And I appreciate you guys' love and support. Thanks so much, guys. So, Bob's cool, said Michelle. Awesome. All right, thanks everybody, guys. I will see you next week. Thank you once again. And remember, don't suck being vegan. Next Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific. Bye, guys.